Fantastic mark down there.
Looks to go inside. What's he done? Bounce fortuitous. Brisky. Marisic knew what was coming, worked with what he had. Johnny Baker again, wheels onto the left. Number 4, Luca Winton, the skipper. What can he do? And he spots up the vice-captain in Jack Goodall. Originally from Port Douglas, Jack Goodall. He's come down to the club via Redlands in the NEFL and made a really strong impact around the club. He's in the leadership group as well. Let's see what he can do. Typically a defender who can hit the scoreboard and really just play anywhere.
Sherwood certainly need this as a little settler just to try and get him just that extra little step back into the game. Morningside seem to have a bit of the run at the moment and the momentum. This will really just balance it out if you can slot it home for the Magpies.
What's he done?
And he does.
Jack converts.
Straight over the umpire's hat there. Fantastic goal. And Sherwood get one kick closer now. Morningside leading 3-1-19 to Sherwood 2 goals, 12 points. Great goal there by Goodall. It's just the settler that they needed there, Sherwood. Hopefully they can now gain that momentum, really try and drive it forward. 16 minutes gone in that first quarter. Bit of a 50-50 battle at the moment, Mitch. I think the mids are really going to be tired after this game, just in and under all day, burrowing away. Just need to see if we can cue the ruck again, just to try and get a big one forward and try and get that inside forward 50. Make the use of this very small oval. It's probably our second smallest in the QAFL, just behind, just in front of Palm Beach, I should say, down there at Sulk Oval by length. And Brock Aston driving down there.
Beautiful tap there. It's the Morningside ruckman.
He's not making an attempt there, and he has been pinged by umpire Lockie Mutt here.
Just not realistic enough. You need to go and refine his acting skills.
So here's a little bit of candy sold by the switch is on, but there's a pretty bad kick there, and the Morningside have got the run now.
Young Sivis won't be impressed with himself on that. That's not his standard.
Driving it forward. Not much down there back for him.
Here we go.
They're now trying to settle themselves through Connor Bully.
Goodall, that's a clunk.
And for those watching at home, we do have the audio back, so apologies for that on our live stream. We are back in.
Here we go, Johnny Baker, what can you do?
Well, the hands in the back there, unfortunately, by John Baker. Gives an opportunity here for young MacArthur to see what he can find inside forward 50. He's got Ben Warren down there, tries to spot him up, and he's held off the ball there, and he'll get a free kick, the former North Melbourne player. It is being overturned here. And Benny Warren will have a shot on goal.
Boys, Campbell coming.
Good turn of play there. Started with
Boys, Campbell coming.
Number 10, Pendlebury down back. Found the switch. Switch was on. And then it turned away and they've worked it down there. Great hands.
It's just those little moments that are so crucial today in such a close game. Let's see what he can do with the wind blowing around. Some impressive work on the mark from Morongo. Not
just pull it to the near side. The Morningside go another point ahead. 3-2-20 to Sherwood. 2-0-12.
Here we go. Let's see.
Scoreboard.
What suburb is this going? Finds the target there.
Spots it up well there, Mitchell. See if their switch is on, if they're going to go down the line again. Just kick it long, use that breeze, try and gain as much territory as they can. Bit of a helicopter ball down there. It doesn't go as far as Charlie Rossetti.
Easton again.
Great wrap-up tackle there, ball and all. Fantastic from the little mid there.
He's just an accumulator of tackles, is Easton. It's probably 7th for the quarter.
Just loves going hard at the footy there. Great to see from probably the littlest man on the field, but he's definitely got the biggest heart.
There you go, and Jasper Fletcher as well. The 16-year-old laying a strong tackle to get us another stoppage.
The umpires are hugging himself a fair bit today, calling for the ball back, so it must be nice and cold out there. So we can get this play opening up a little bit and see if we can get it moving. Drives it forward, gets chopped off there by Darcy Cameron Reeves. He's always instrumental down the back line, just mopping up as much as he can. Tries that short little chip inside there. Spots Tommy Griffiths. Let's see what Griffiths can do. Will he bomb it down the line? Got Rossetti standing on the 50. He's got Colenso with a short little lead up in the middle. He's gone down to try and find Dwyer. Didn't find his man. It's coming through Brock Aston. Slightly in the back there, but just gets wrapped up in the tackle. That'll be another ball up by umpire Mitch Blashak. 20 minutes gone in the first half here. Morningside 20 points lead Sherwood 12. Hope you're enjoying our coverage today on NITV.
Will Fletcher, that's just classy work out of the stoppage.
Austin there trying to find it. Bulch.
Here we go.
Sorry.
Let's see. Plenty
Brisky.
of runner forward here. It's Mitchell.
Good tenacity there by
Smart
Goodall.
tap. Brisky. Here we go. Morningside. Colenso again. Laser boot.
Joyce there with the ball. The steady head of Henry Joyce. Let's see what he can find in the middle here.
Just come off his line there.
Gone up to Brock Aston. Measured it perfectly. Great grab there by Brock. Trying to wrestle the player off him. What can he see inside? He's got Dwyer leading up to him hard. He's got Benny Warren on the sideline pointing. Just thumps it long for a big inside 50. Can we get a hanger? Anyone flying? Ooh, big grab by everyone, but Marengo down there trying to make sure that Sherwood
That's high. That was it. Absolutely there. Just a little bit over-enthusiastic this stage, giving away some easy ones.
Ooh, and a quick play on there by Peake, and he's found Kelly Castle right out in front, 40 metres out. Let's see what our young man can do here. Get that extra goal, kick ahead with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter, you'd think.
It's been really impressive today in this first quarter so far, Bilko. I mean, his heat map would be out of control. Let's see if he can pop this one through.
The wind will be coming from his left-hand side, so whether it aims at the left goal post and lets it drift back.
Yep.
And it's a great goal there by young Kelly Castle. Takes Morningside out to 4 goals to 26, now to 2 straight by Sherwood on NITV. 23 minutes played in our first quarter here at Jack Esplanade Oval in round 17 of the QAFL competition. As we've got a little stoppage here, we'll do a quick around the grounds and see how the other games are playing out today.
Plenty of good footy all around.
We've got Labrador playing away to Mount Gravatt. Labrador leading 25-6 at this stage. Surfers Paradise are hosting Maroochydore. Looks like a hard contest down there. 1-5-11 to 1 goal straight. Surfers Paradise over Maroochydore.
Here we go, and off the tap again.
Wilston Grange 33-0 over Noosa out at Hickey Park.
Fletcher again, getting busy. Levessi.
Great hands there by Hiv. Needs to back himself here.
He's just outside of his range here. He finds a set kicker to someone who is definitely in range, who absolutely flushes that. And we've...
For behind.
Oh, that's a lot of build-up for not much. Looked nice.
Oh, we've got to pump them up for them.
Oh, interesting to see if Morningside just switch on to that. You know, Jackson Allen is a designated kicker, make you pay. You don't want him getting on the end of them too often.
Pendlebury now with the ball, back to Darcy Cameron-Reeves down back, see if they can switch it out here. Griffiths down there, and he plays it on now to McCarthy. McCarthy takes it on, and short little chip up. Finds Sam Godfrey. Now what can Godfrey do? Will he look inside or drive it down the line? He's got Dwyer coming in. Oh, well done by Marengo. Chops it off there. He's come back in there well. Will Fletcher, fantastic work
Great
there.
grab there, Jack Brisky, and he's off at the races. Surges us forward.
Bolchi with the sit, couldn't quite get it, and it's another behind.
Yeah. Oh. Now, Bolch has been put down off the ball here.
Mitch Blashak has found it and has paid the free kick for Tom.
And that is an absolute coach killer.
Especially that late after, in the first quarter, Morningside have pretty much had the run for this game, but Sherwood now with opportunity for 2 quick goals, they're coming back. We get to 1 goal behind coming into the end of this quarter. Great little momentum gainer for the Magpies. And he has missed. Well,
he's celebrating.
He's celebrating. The umpire has paid it behind.
There's not an arc here today in play, so we'll have to trust that the powers to be have adjudicated that one correctly.
And that will be chalked down as a behind. Some of the Sherwood players were running back to the centre square for a reset and got caught out napping. And then McCarthy driving that long down the far wing. Ball's just popped up in the air here. See how Easton can take it. Great little grab there. Good courage shown there. Not knowing where the players are coming from his side. You drive it long here, Riley. He's gone back down and he's found Fletcher very nicely.
Fletcher getting busy as a resting midfielder in the forward line.
Bit of a frantic 30 seconds there, Mitch, after they thought they'd had the goal. Turned their backs and Morningside nearly ran away with it.
We just watched 22 Bolch here. We know Bolch, he's going to bounce back from that error. That will not faze him in the slightest.
And that is a great goal.
And Fletch is really stepping up there. That's a tricky set shot given the conditions.
And big Jackson Allen, like you predicted earlier, was a designated kicker, found the hands there, drilled it from outside 50, and a fantastic goal there for the Magpies. Closing the gap now, 4-2-26 plays 3-3-21. Morningside still leading on NITV footy here, round 17 of the QAFL. Coming on the 27th minute mark of the first quarter here at Jack Esplin Oval. Could be a crucial couple of minutes here. Looks like Morningside have made a couple of changes. They've brought Ben Moran up onto the wing to try and get some speed out of the middle here, bringing him up a little bit higher to just inject him into the game. He's only had a couple of disposals so far. Let's see what the very skilled head can do. Former AFL player, Aspley listed this year.
Oh, bouncing around like a ping pong ball there.
Henry Joyce, always in and under. You'll always find him at the bottom of the pack there. And Colenso, that's probably his 15th time with his back on the ground today. He's just been burrowing his way through this game.
Here we go, Coombs, clever tap. Jasper.
Just throws it on the boot there.
That's a brave clunk there from, who's that?
Darcy Cameron Reeves. He's doing very well down back. Spots up. A couple of number changes. Don't have 28 there on our team sheet, apologies. And there's Ben Warren. He's started on the near side and he's now out on the far wing. Let's see what he can do with the ball down there. Shouldn't be much longer in this game. They've had 7 goals, so he probably looked at almost go to 30 minutes in this first quarter, or a bit over. Let's see what either side can do here, and it just dribbles out for a boundary throw in on the far wing.
It's been a cracking contest so far as we look up to the NITV scoreboard. Morningside 4-2-26, play Sherwood 3-3-21. Both sides keen to play this one out right to the end.
Sherwood with the momentum here, keeping it forward.
Here we go, that's
Great
the skipper.
Luca Winton, what can he do? Sets himself up and just sprays off the side of his boot here. Darcy Cameron Reeves will usher this one. Still inside, he's kept it inside. A little hot ball here. Oh, and it's been called out by the goal umpire, well sighted there. There's a man on the spot, you can see it quite clearly, and has assisted his boundary umpire to know he was trailing a little bit behind there. So we'll have a ball up. Oh, sorry, boundary throw in.
Good positioning from the umpires all round. They've played that one well.
Be about 30 metres out from the Sherwood goal. Important location here for Sherwood in the territory game. See if they can convert it here and take the lead at the end of the first quarter. See what we can do here with their rucks. Going at it there, Big Highlands. Great tap there. Runs away now with Peake. What can Peake do when he's wrapped up? Dusts up the first one. Great hands out there. Good little shimmy there from little Pepin. Aspley listed player in the VFL this year. Joyce couldn't
drop one he should have taken there. Riley Easton steps back into trouble.
There. Colenso again.
Holding the ball.
Colenso with the amount of tackles today. He's been a bull today. He's been a powerhouse in the middle. Hasn't had the ball that much in forward 50, but geez, he's earned his keep
when
today.
he gets it. Very damaging.
Doesn't have many options long. They've come up to him. He's going to have to go wide and try and set up and see what he can get. Contested ball there by Howson. Colenso down there again, trying to drive it out. No, sorry, that's not Colenso. That is 23 Charlie Rossetti. And Mitchell there with a steady head. Let's see what he can spot up here. Looks like he's found Lockie Dennis on the wing there, right, on the inside 50. Let's see if he can really try and drive it out, get it back outside there, forward 50. But Brisky calling for it. Can he find him? It's just over the side and it's gone out on the full. So Morningside here, late opportunity to bring it back down with a free kick. Will Penbury, their skipper. Let's see what he can do here, spot someone up.
Oh, that's big
Warren,
impact there.
Great
Luca
contest. Winton coming in from the side. Winton, sorry.
Clean up crew.
Just slapped on the boot
Austin.
out there. Austin, good flight back. And there's the siren. First quarter here, round 17 QAFL, Jack Esplanade Oval between Morningside Panthers and Sherwood Magpies on the NITV scoreboard. It is Morningside leading 4-2-26 to Sherwood 3-3-21. Mitch, how did you see that first quarter?
Just a bit like two boxers sparring there, both really close, contest by contest, no one really breaking free. Both sides had plenty of opportunities. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's probably split points for the scorecards after that one. Looking at the goal scorers, down the line, number 1, Brock Aston with 1 goal, 22, Kelly Castle, 31, Ben Warren, and 52, Max Nelson from the Panthers. And on Sherwood's side, their 3 goal scorers, Drew Mitchell, number 11, Jackson Allen, number 21, Jack Goodall, and number 40, Jack Brisky. Well, here quarter time on NITV, Morningside Panthers leading Sherwood Magpies 26-21, and we'll see you for the restart of Q2 in just a few moments. Lenzo with the early ball inside 50 there. No one's crumbing at the front, quick snap on the goal. How does it look? And it's a great start. Great start there.
And that's Mitchell, surges forward, it's Jack Austin. Brings it to ground. That's Brisky, unusual position, him up front, but he converts. That is straight through the middle.
They get it onto a lead. Can he find a target? He's going to back himself, arches his back, takes a bounce, and a second bounce. Quick hands, here's Aston now. Can he have a shot? He settles himself. That's a great goal by Brock through the middle there. Oh, there it is, Aston again. He's found his man.
Sharp work. What do you reckon? Is he going to get this one through?
I won't comment this time.
No comment. Okay.
I've helped him out. There it is.
Very good.
Up vice captain in Jack Goodall.
A bit of the momentum. This will really just balance it out if you can slot it home for the Magpies.
What's he done? Jack converts.
Straight over the umpires at there. Fantastic run.
This stage, giving away some easy ones.
And a quick play on there by Pepper, whether it aims at the left goal post and lets it drift back.
Yep.
It's a great goal there by young Kelly Castle.
Getting busy. The Vesey again. We just watched 22 Bulch here. No Bulch, he's going to bounce back from that error. That will not faze him in the slightest.
And that is a great
clever tap. Jasper.
Just throws it on the boot there.
That's
it. Joyce couldn't
drop one he should have taken there. Riley Easton steps back into trouble.
Well, welcome back to round 17 action, the QAFL on NITV here at Jack Esplanade Oval between the hosts Morningside Panthers and Sherwood Magpies. Score at the end of the first quarter, Morningside Panthers 4-2-26, lead Sherwood 3-3-21. A quick round the grounds, we have Mount Gravatt trailing Labrador 12-32, Surfers Paradise at home leading Maroochydore 18-12, and Wilson Grange at home to Noosa leading 41-6. And here we go, Mitch Blashak, umpire, starting the second quarter.
Here we go. Let's get this one straight up. Right on cue.
Well done, Mitch, there. Good tap out there by Rossetti. He's been tapping really well today, Mitch. We were talking about that in the break. He's definitely the form ruckman for today. But this ball is a very hot potato, hard ball to win there. Fletcher on the bottom. Great little spoil there by Fletcher again, wrapped up by Rossetti.
And that's Rossetti, gets it on the boot, gets the tap, gets it on the boot and the tackle. That's the trifecta you want to see from your ruck.
It is difficult to win the football out there in a dusty little centre circle here at Jack Esplanade Oval. The early jump there.
Ooh. Colenso just grabbing at his ankle there, just copped a little knock. Gets up, seems to be okay. Oh.
Well, early play on, he's dropped it.
That is...
Play on call from the umpire.
Play on.
He's coming down there, Austin pulled off the ball there, couldn't find it, can he get it in there? And it's a great little over-the-shoulder snap there by Baker.
Johnny Baker, clutch goal, and that's his absolute bread and butter. Actually started his football journey right here at Jack Esplanade Oval in the Auskick before moving on to Jimboomba, playing some senior footy with Springwood, who were crossing over last year.
And that is exactly what Sherwood needed. I'm sure Coach Fletcher was getting into them there about trying to just lift the intensity, try and get hands on the footy and get that momentum back in the Magpies' way. And it's a perfect start to this second quarter. And the Magpies take the lead for the first time here in round 17 action on the NITV scoreboard. It is Sherwood 4-3-27, plays Morningside 4-2-26, and we'll have a reset there from umpire Lockie Martier. And so here Livesey has now got into the centre here. A couple of stalwarts for these clubs.
Josh Coombs, that is a sensational jump.
And Colenso now playing in the middle now. Normally finds himself down forward, but he's been working very, very hard in the middle there. Winton with the hands out wide. Couldn't quite find his man in Jack Goodall. There's a hot race out there with Godfrey, and the ball finds the line. Since the wind is still swirling around a little bit it's coming over our shoulder here in the commentary position, directly across the ground, probably favouring a slight left to right on screen. So Morningside kicking to your right for the viewers at home today. And Rossetti goes up in the mark again. He's outplayed there by young Coombs. He certainly turned the pressure up here, and Fletcher slung around, couldn't quite get the hands out. And
both teams are just really sticking their tackles. We're not seeing too many broken each way.
A couple of little backfires there.
Artillery. And we really have to look at the budget of this production as to what's coming through there.
So 21 gun salute here for round 17 action. And here is Livesey's fine roll Easton out wide. Let's see what the little fella can do. Just was looking for Maricic, but just couldn't quite find him. And Darcy Cameron Reeves mops up again. And he gets, so that's Pendlebury, and he gets the downfield for a late push. And Pendlebury calling for the ball back again now that they've got the advantage here. What can he do? Find out. He's got Colenso in the middle by himself. Livesey just zoned off him a little bit there. Colenso turns around.
Frame with a strong punch.
Ben Warren trying to be the rover there. Great defensive work there. Marango saves the day and mops it up and clears it out.
Lockie Dennis.
Good little contest there with Campbell Austin, brother of Brock.
We're going to get another throw in.
That's what you can see there. A little bit of ill discipline with that late push down back there by Aaron Maricic on Will Pendlebury, and all of a sudden the ball's down the other end. In Morningside forward 50, and they've got a great opportunity to take the lead back here. If Rossetti can get a good tap out here against Josh Coombs. Coombs in front again. Everyone's burrowing away at the ball, very hard to get the ball out there. Tries to take him on there, Fletcher. It is wrapped up, and we will have another ball up today.
Putting in a really honest shift is Will Fletcher. Probably the 10th time he's been brought to ground from those tackles.
Now Rucks go at it again, see what Colenso can do at the back of the pack here. Can he find quick hands? Over the shoulder there, paid out of position. And Colenso will have a shot on goal from about 45 to 50 metres out. He'll have the wind over his shoulder. This could favour the young fella. Let's see how he goes.
He's one of the best set shots in the team, as evidenced by his record over the last few years, is Colenso.
Could be his 22nd goal for the season if he can slot this one. He's played a very, very hard game. Let's see if he can get his composure.
I'm going to back him in here.
He struck it well. It's working back, but it's just drifted across there for a behind. So scores a level here at Jack Esplanade Oval. 5 minutes gone in the second quarter. Morningside 4-3-27 with Sherwood 4-3-27. There's that Jackson Allen. Let's see what he can do. So he can drive it long, plays on, bangs it down far wing, gets as far as the centre circle. And an easy chest mark there, just dropped by Sherwood there. If they could get that one, that could have set them up. They had a couple of players out the back by themselves. They really could have turned the tide there. But it'll be a ball up after Bolchi picks it up. Rossetti and Coombs again at the ruck. They've got a very good battle on their hands, the two ruckmen today. And Sam Godfrey's found it out there. And he's just been swamped.
Holding the ball, says the umpire. Drew Mitchell off to the races, surging forward. Inside 50 they go. Austin brings it to ground.
No Sherwood players crumbing there. Coach Fletcher will probably be ruining that, but no one was front and centre inside their forward 50 to get that easy going. Colenso's by himself, pops it out to Warren. Can he find his man? And he does. That is sensational foot skills by Nathan Colenso in the middle. He has had a stellar game today.
Just working a little bit harder are the Panthers and Magpies at the moment, getting them on the transition.
See Warren shaping up here for his second goal of the day.
We see Liam Dwyer come off and the rucks continue to rotate. We back him in.
Look at the highlight there. That delivery from Colenso was sensational. Oh, and he's hit the woodwork there, unfortunately, Warren. And the ball will be back in the hands of the cannon, Jackson Allen.
This is exciting to see. I'm going to see Kenny break halfway today. I'm going to say yes.
Well, he's given it everything there. He's just put it a bit wide, so it won't quite get the distance. Push under the ball there, so Sherwood will get a free kick. The centre wing on the far side. That is to Brisky. Let's see what he can spot up here. He's got Luca Winton running out to him. He's ignored that. He's gone for Austin. Let's see what he could do. Hasn't quite played the ball properly there. And there's a 50-metre penalty. A great let-off there for Morningside. The pressure was building again. But a bit of ill discipline now from Sherwood.
So we look to the bench. Coach Adrian Fletcher not impressed with that, but he's keeping his cool.
And it's switch across there to Pepin. It's been a little bit quiet today, Pepin, so hopefully he can get back into this game here. He's got a couple of loose players in the middle, but he's probably going to have to drive it wide again, and he does. They've got the switches on. Now, who's working out there for them on that far wing? They've got Godfrey down the line if he can find him. He's gone short. He's found McCarthy. Just needs a bit of composure here.
Sherwood set up quite well behind the footy. You've got some really smart heads in Mitchell and Allen.
Good zone there. They've had to come backwards and sideways. We've got Nelson down back there. A great young player here for Morningside Panthers. Let's see what we can do now. Chops it off to Darcy Cameron Reeves. Quick hands over the top again. Try and spot up the short one, and he puts it over to straight down Morango's throat. And he'll say, thank you very much, I'll take that easy chop off in backward 50. Oh, and that's a late hit, but play on there. Mitchell goes wide, dangerous kick crossing across goal, but he's found his man in Connor Bully very nicely. Let's see what Bully can do now. He's come back to the cannon. This is probably what they needed, just a big roost to get it outside 50. Morningside certainly got that rolling press up on them. They're zoning off perfectly. Very hard to try and get through that defence of the Morningside Panthers today.
In this cannon, it's like seeing an under-14s kid play under-10s. It's just not fair.
He's got a fair bit behind it. Now they're getting their short little kicks. The link-up play well there. Oh, and a big collision.
Courageous under the football.
Straight on to Luca Winton. See what he can do now. Perfect opportunity to find up one of his forwards, Mitch.
Let's see who's going to spot up here. Usually pretty good by foot is Winton.
Drives it long, goes over the top of Josh Coombs there, and it spills out. Not a bad result there for Sherwood. They get to set up here around the ball, see what their little forwards can do here, and try and get a little bit of scoreboard pressure back.
We go ticking into the 10th minute of the second quarter. Morningside 1 point ahead here. Let's see what Sherwood have got.
Good tap out there again by Rossetti. He's been very dominant in the ruck today.
Non-controlling umpire. He's called that high.
Which way is this going? This looks like a Morningside free kick here.
I'm not sure.
No? Stand corrected, it is a Sherwood shot on goal.
We've got that Bolch.
Bolch has got this now. Bolch has kicked 18 goals out of 5 appearances this year for Sherwood, Mitch, the VFL listed player from Aspley.
You do get good bang for buck from Bolch. He's
certainly getting a lot of bang for that buck with the haircut though. He's done well on the sides, but probably needs to work
shout out to Chantel at Saburi Hair Studio.
And that's just drifted across the face of goal for another behind. So scores are level here again at Jack Esplanade Oval, 28 apiece. 10 minutes into the second quarter. QAFL action on NITV, round 17 here. Morningside Panthers hosting the Sherwood Magpies in this very tough tussle here. Morningside still sitting on 6th place, equal on points with 4th and 5th. This is a very crucial game for them to try and get a bit of breathing space, try and cement their position in 3rd or 4th for that home.
Samuel Godfrey really attacked that in the aerial contest there.
Panthers are out here if we can get a clean possession of the ball.
Not a bloke you want chasing you.
That's a great
and he stuck the tackle.
And back to Colenso in the middle. The steady-headed young Nathan Colenso finds a quick hands runner in the middle, pops it out to Benny Warren. Can he get a sit here? Uses his body well over the top. Will he get there in time? Will the boundary find it? And the boundary line has won that race.
Exciting stuff, end to end.
As we were saying, if Morningside can get up into 3rd or 4th, they will host in the first round of finals. And home advantage would certainly help out in the finals campaign. So this is a crucial game for the Panthers, but also for the Sherwood Magpies. A couple of wins late in the season will see them in the top 6. So
I think lose today and you've got to focus on your footy trip, really.
Let's hope they can keep their head on today. And it comes out for another boundary throw in deep inside forward 50 here for the Panthers. And the crowd is certainly building. You can hear the murmurs underneath here for Pride Round, celebrating LGBTIQ plus community at Jack Esplanade Oval. We've got the 2 QFAW Women's Division 1 and 2 games trailing the State League men's this afternoon, so it's a fantastic day at Jack Esplanade Oval for the Panthers community.
It's a strong hit out from Highlands. Back to Fletcher. Just dump kick forward.
Slaps on booth. Henry Joyce finds a player at the back and they set it up in the middle. Or almost chopped off there by Luca Winton.
Danger.
Pendlebury coming in again, deep under there, trying to find that ball. Back out to Joyce, finds a quick hand
Sweep
again.
the hands. They've been very impressive by hand today, Morningside.
Pepin drives it forward long again. Player held off there.
Both holding, umpire calls play on.
Colenso now finds a runner on the outside. He's had a couple of goes at it. Rossetti, Dwyer, what can he do? Tackled off the ball and incorrect disposal. Great pressure there by Sherwood Magpies.
And that's Will Fletcher again. Just wrapped him up. Finds his target on the flank. We've got young Jasper Fletcher. Lions Academy product. Queensland State team. Really promising future ahead for young Jasper Fletcher.
And Alan Sherwood do the find the line here, got Morongo short and see what he can do now. Morningside again with that zoning pressure. That some of them are manning up, some of them are just trying to fill those gaps. It's very hard for Sherwood to find a loose player to really try and get a clean possession here, and they're having to work backwards again and try it again from the other side. It's a great little
Jasper
shoe
Fletcher again.
there by Allen out to Fletcher.
Frame getting busy.
Frame starting to work back into this game now against the old foe. His first senior game for Sherwood since 2012. As we said at the top of the game, Frame played over 91 games for Morningside across NEFL and QAFL, and this is his first senior game for the Sherwood Magpies since 2012. And in that gap, he's been playing for Morningside. So this is a big day for Framey against the old foe. Let's see how we can really get into this game in the second passages of the play. Comes back out to the great little
That is a cannon.
chop in the air from the little cannon.
Torpedoed, adventurous play from LD. Not sure if intentional.
And looks like Brisky just sees it over the line.
14-minute mark, 4-4. 28 apiece, both teams fighting this one out.
A couple of players that we mentioned at the start of the game, Mitch, that we were watching. Brock Aston started really well when he came on as an impact player, but he hasn't featured all too much in this second quarter. But Kelly Castle had a great first quarter. He's now trying to find himself back into the game as much as possible. With
Free kick here, we've got
Allen coming up with it. No, Mitchell, sorry.
Drew Mitchell. Let's see if... Oh, set play again. Morningside really need to switch on to that.
Gives it to the cannon and gets touched on the line for a behind. Sherwood take the handy point lead again in the mid stages of this second quarter. And Colenso with the ball in hand now has been a powerhouse today for the Panthers. Also as Pendlebury, their skipper, switches it, drives it out wide, finds Max Nelson. Let's see what Nelson can do. Will he follow the normal clinical Morningside play and try and keep possession? Drives it down the line. Oh, in mind, legs taken out from under him underneath. Here's Kelly Castle now. Great little footwork there, finds a support player. Drives it down in here for Aston. Couldn't quite get his hands on it. Here's Aston again, drives it forward. And he's found Warren.
Oh, and
unsighted by the Sun.
The Sun's probably the best defender for Sherwood right now.
That has absolutely saved them a goal there. And Jasper Fletcher now gets to run away with it. Take a couple of bounces, have a picnic out there, Son. Oh, a little bit of candy. He's eating candy on the picnic. Here he goes. Can he spot someone up? Great little shoe after that run there. And he's come inside again now through to Maricic. Maricic finds Baker.
Baker's got a boot on him. Says,
And that is a
bang!
sensational team goal there by Sherwood Magpies. Baker gets his second for the quarter.
You do feel for Morningside though. I mean, the Sun probably played a role there in turning that over, and young Jasper Fletcher makes them pay.
Who put that Sun there, cries Ben.
Well, he's been there for a billion years. It's just about adjusting to it.
Just needs to get some sunnies out there. But as we digress, Sherwood Magpies take a strong lead here, 5-5-35 leading Morningside 4-4-28, 17-minute mark of the round 17 QAFL clash at Jack Esplin Oval on NITV.
And those are the little moments, Bilko.
That's what can turn the tide. There's fantastic work by young Austin on the sideline here. Really burrowed his way through, got the ball, found his man in Warren, but unfortunately Warren was just unsighted by the Sun. And it was a quick turnover. Great work by Sherwood through the wing, set shot, happy days. They take the lead.
Rossetti strong again. Morningside going forward.
Well. There's a great contest there. Is it Marcus Peake over the top? Lost his footing there, Luke Mitchell.
He's in trouble there, is Luke Mitchell.
And the umpire will ball it up.
And the Morningside bench gives some feedback to the umpire.
We're all learning out here, it's good to see. And umpire Justin Lillicrap throws it up here. Rossetti with a strong tap, but it's not to his team's advantage, and Riley Easton will see that over the boundary line for another throw in here. Sherwood have certainly put their foot on the gas here, Mitch. They've just turned the tide here. A little bit of a momentum swing. They've come out behind at quarter time, and they're now really trying to run away with it.
Ooh.
Oh, Fletcher, it's a little bit sloppy underfoot there. The top surface is just a bit loose.
Both sides really struggling with the surface today.
Rossetti finds a quick hands there from Nyland Rowe. Comes it back inside. Can they spot someone up? Henry
Numbers
Joyce puts it
galore.
up into the hot spot. That's a strong mark there by Will Pepin. And Pepin just needs to take his time, take a breath, use his 30 seconds.
What can you tell me about Pepin, Bilko?
Aspley listed. Will Pepin, who's played a number of games for Morningside this year. He's been in and out of that VFL senior side, but when he does come back into the QAFL, he certainly makes his mark and plays his role for his aligned club here in the Morningside Panthers. Hopefully I don't put the mocker on him, but let's see if he can just put it straight over the cap of the goal umpire.
Holds up.
And he hasn't quite got... Oh,
The umpire's
that looks like a goal to me. The umpire has paid the goal there. Fantastic work there by Pepin. Helps his team out. And they move one step closer. Morningside 35, 1 point behind Sherwood. 34 to 35. Sherwood leading by 1 point on the NITV scoreboard. After trailing by 6 points at quarter time, Sherwood has still got the advantage here, coming on to the 20-minute mark of the second quarter. It's been a low-scoring affair in the second quarter, so there wouldn't be too much time of stoppage. Probably get to about 27 to 28 minutes for mine today, but we'll see how this unfolds. Lockie Marti opts to throw it up here in the middle, and Rossetti with another tap. Running out of ink, putting all of his stats down today. And see if he can get another one here on cue against Coombs. Coombs with a good jump. The 50-50 ball there.
umpire.
And Colenso thrown to the ground by Hiv Livesey. So Colenso will get a free kick in the middle here. Who can he find? He's always very silky with skills. He drives it deep inside 450. Got Dwyer charging from behind. Couldn't quite make it in time at Sherwood. Marengo mop it up down the back there and see what kind of ball he can do. He's got pressure on him. On a great smother there by Mitchell House. Fantastic get around him, say the bench. That was great to see. Great composure there to jump onto the ball and really try and keep the ball inside 50 there and get the pressure back up for Morningside. Another big throw in here. Rossetti against Coombs. Rossetti, perfect work under the ball there. But it's to Sherwood's advantage. And see what Livesey can do, mopping up there in the crumbs. Big tackle, big don't argue to Will Pendlebury. Thanks for coming, he says, as he palms him off and keeps playing. He comes back down, gets another opportunity here, but it's chopped off by Joyce. Great mark there. Sweeping across. Let's see what Henry Joyce can do here. He's got Rossetti leading, but he ignores him. No, he's gone back to him now. He's doubled up. Pushed off the ball there by Coombs. And little Riley Easton's run through back to Coombs. Great wrap-up tackle by Henry Joyce, and Coombs just gets the handball out.
Yeah.
Down to Brisky. Let's see what Brisky can do.
Coombs just collecting his thoughts after that one.
And it's a high shot there and a free kick paid to Livesey, it looks like, on the bottom of that pile. And it is. Let's see what Hiv can do here. And Highlands calling for the ball. Highlands, could he still get to the contest? He jumped about 20 seconds too early there, unfortunately, Highlands, and he's gone straight underneath the ball. Sherwood with a good opportunity.
The old
here.
look one way, confuse yourself. Get caught, that's
tackle.
unfortunate.
He's got the arm, ball spilled out. Perfect.
It's a good tackle.
Perfect defensive pressure there. Releases the gauge back for Morningside. They can get the ball. He's turned it over, unfortunately. Quick snap
Christmas
off there.
gift.
Oh, and he's great shot there on goal with that little right snap from Lockie Dennis.
And that's great to see from Lockie Dennis. Hasn't been into the side in nearly 2 years after severely injuring his shoulder. Really great to see a Sherwood junior player doing that.
And that's all it takes sometimes. You take a good mark or a tackle in forward, a defensive 50 from Morningside there, but then just a poor kick under pressure. And Sherwood pounce on that loose ball, and they now take a strong lead, 6-5-41. Sherwood plays Morningside 5-4-34 on our NITV scoreboard. 23-minute mark here in the second quarter. Round 17 action of the QAFL at Jack Esplin Oval. On a beautiful sunny winter's day here in Morningside, Brisbane. For those watching from around the country, here in Yagara and Turrbal country in Brisbane.
Beautiful bounce. Josh Coombs times that well.
And Fletch run onto that one. He's pushed under the ball there. A little high shot there paid by umpire Mitch Blashak, number 9. Let's call the player back onto his mark. We'll have another reset here. It looks like man on man throughout the whole ground here, Mitch. So some...
Yep, no one's zoning off.
Morningside love the quick play. They've really wheeled around every time they've had the opportunity. They want to keep the ball moving, get Sherwood on the hop, and it's worked well in their favour here as it drives forward. Marengo's worked well under the ball, mops up down there. It's just pulled off the side there. couldn't quite get clean possession, and we'll have another ball up. Oh,
I think he's...
no, umpire will take it there. Almost looked like he was about to blow
You
it.
do always worry when you look up at the umpire, stare him in the eyes, they look at you, say, how are you? Typically, that's holding the ball.
Austin roving off the bottom here. Can it go over? Bounces off the hands, and that'll scurry through for a behind there for the Panthers. Back within a kick here if they can get close. It's 5-5-34 to 6-5-41.
Wow.
Chip it over the top there.
And that's Marisic, number 17, straight on the ground ball. Beneficiary of another thumping kick from Jackson Allen.
Joyce composure finds Aston outside.
Number 23 from Morningside just looks to be coming off. That's not Rossetti, is it?
No, Charlie Rossetti. He's having a bit of a spell in the late stages of Q2. He's been a workhorse in the middle today. Oh, he's got a paddock out there to himself. Tommy Griffiths spots up Kelly Castle. Doesn't quite make it. Let's see what the young fella can do with his
Beautiful
skills.
clean
Great
hands.
little chop there to Benny Warren. Let's see how Warren can find a player down the line, or will he come back inside? He's still got Tommy Griffiths calling for it.
Oh, no.
Ben Warren has just chopped it onto the side of the boot, and that's just dribbled out of bounds in front of Campbell Austin. And we'll have a throw in right underneath the commentary position. We'll have a perfect shot of this one over the top. Looks like Dwyer's having to come up and take this ruck against Coombs. It's a short throw in there, so Coombs will run straight over the top of it. Mitchell just trying to burrow his way through, but again, wrapped up by Nathan Colenso.
Coombs, dominant tap.
So Brisky can do
Maybe
here. Copped a bit
high, maybe
there.
low,
Brisky,
maybe-
no,
maybe
gets the
nothing.
ball up.
And the Morningside player really generous, helping Tom Bulch up there to his feet.
Yeah, it must have been a fly. He's just trying to dust it off his jumper for him. So
Yeah, I mean,
great-
it's good to
great
see both
sportsmanship
players
there
just
by both
being
teams.
so kind each way.
Umpire's quick throw up, so disperses the action there.
Oh.
And great work, Darcy Cameron-Reeves, out to Will Penderbury, the old foe. Let's see, send it straight across. Oh, lost his footing there on the side, but that's okay. Gets back up, he's got time. He's got Joyce in the middle, running through, pleading for the ball. It's ignored. No, he's gone to him now, spots Joyce well.
Really aggressive play here, targeting
They've
that
got
corridor.
plenty of runners on the side here. Let's see how they can go out. He's got Griffiths. Goes to Dwyer. Gets the hands back. Darcy Cameron-Reeves, can he get away? Oh, he gets a handball out.
Here we go, clean hands here. Fletcher sweeps it forward. Goodall, dying minutes of Q2. Let's see what they can do, Sherwood. Brisky just needs to pump that forward. Short kick on, honours it. And Highlands,
Spot up.
inside 50 mark. They are worth their weight in gold.
Great little chip there by Bulch.
And that's been the patience with ball in hand, forward to centre. They just haven't had all day today.
It's something that they haven't done today, Sherwood, what they've just worked out there. It's just those little chips, 45-degree angles, just keeping possession, running into that space, and it's worked in their favour now. Let's see how we can do a tough little angle.
Loves a goal, Aaron Highlands. Does not love a goal.
Just not, it loves an out of the bounds on the full there, does Aaron Highlands. I think we might stop commentating on their set shots because we have not helped anyone out today, Mitch.
Well, he's a really good full back, is what I'll say about that set shot. Switch play.
28 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Half-time Hoodo's just around the corner here. Let's see what Morningside can do. They drive it long, try and get it back into the centre of the ground.
Well, he's in range there, if we know. Why is he passing it?
Oh, just over the top of Easton's head. Colenso mopping up here. Good hands off the deck there.
Hands released, Morningside streaming through the centre of the ground. Nothing really to kick to, so good patience here with the footy out to the flank. We've got Luke Mitchell in the bright yellow boots. They are new this week.
Howson's done very well there. Can he spot someone up? Kelly Castle just working
Golden fist.
out under the ball. Marango's done very well defensively there. It was great work by Brock Aston, weaving his way through the middle there. And then just put the ball out in front of advantage for his forward. And they just couldn't quite get the clean hands on there, so we'll now have a forward stoppage throw in here for the Morningside Panthers. They need a quick little goal here, the Panthers, just to get back into things just at the dying stages of this first half here at Jack Esplanade Oval. Let's see what they can come up with. Again, a tough little ball to win out there. Liversy's taken a great contested grab there. Oh, it's shaped to give the quick hands, but faked it. Now looking at all his options, they've gone sideways. Here's the cannon, let's see what he can do. Can he get it long? Or have a dainty little hit up?
Just a bit of a wise head, Jackson Allen, just recognising where the game was at.
And he's just run out of time there, and that's the halftime hooter here at Jack Esplanade Oval in our QAFL Round 17 clash on NITV. We have the Sherwood Magpies leading Morningside 6-5-41 to the hosts 5-4-34. And our goal kickers for this quarter, just the one for Morningside, Will Pepin, number 27, and 3 goals in that quarter to Sherwood. 2 goals from John Baker and 1 from Lockie Dennis. Mitch, how'd you see that first half unfold?
Much the same as the first. Both teams just sparring, finding each other out. The ball movement's been really impressive, cutting through the corridor. So players that can hit the scoreboard like Baker and Dennis, they're going to be the difference today.
I certainly think Sherwood have really come out with a little bit of ascendancy in that second quarter. Coach Fletcher must have given them a little bit of a rev up. They came out with that first goal straight away within the first 20 seconds, really set the tone, and they've just really worked their pressure for that whole second quarter there. As we look around the grounds, Labrador still ahead against their host Mount Gravatt, 63-27. A tight game down at Sir Bruce Small Park. The host Surfers Paradise trailing Maroochydore 39-26. And out at Hickey Park, Wilston Grange still lead Noosa 44-31, with Noosa kicking 5 goals in that second quarter. That's it here for the first half of Jack Esplanade Oval. We'll see you after a short break.
That is
Play on call from the umpire.
play on.
He's coming down there. Austin pulled off the ball there, couldn't find it. Can he get it in there? And it's a great little over-the-shoulder snap there by Baker. Colenso is by himself, pops it out to Warren. Can he find his man? And he does. That is sensational foot skill. Great little shoe after that run there. And he's come inside again now through to Maricic. Maricic finds Baker.
Baker's got a boot on him. Says,
And that is a sensational team goal there. Spots one up. Henry
Numbers
Joyce puts
galore.
it up into the hot spot. And it's a strong mark there. Panthers. Now, hopefully I don't put the mocker on him, but let's see if he can just put it straight over the cap of the goal umpire.
Holds up.
And he hasn't quite got... Oh, he
The
put
umpire.
up down the back there and see what kind of ball he can do. He's got pressure on him on a great smother. And little Riley Easton's run through, back to Coombs. Great wrap-up tackle. Releases the gauge back for Morningside. They can get the ball. He's turned
that
it
is
over,
an
unfortunately. Quick
absolute
snap
Christmas
off there.
gift.
Oh, and he's great.
What they can do, Sherwood. Brisky just needs to pump that forward. Let's see what... Short kick on, honours it, and Highlands.
Spot up. But to the advantage of Sherwood again, so it's cleared back out. Early jump there and taken by Tommy Griffiths.
Just the timing of those jumps, not quite connecting at the moment. Really nice play from Fletcher to surge it forward. And that is a dart. Challenging.
Too low there.
Winton, quick by hand. Clever. J.A.
Ooh, spots up Darcy Cameron-Reeves there. DCO if we're going with the letters. Out to Brock Aston. He takes them on. Can he get a Shepherd? Plays on there to the other Aston. Ooh. Just over the top of Benny Warren's head there, but can he run onto it?
And that's Frame. 2-on-1. He'll rate himself there.
Great
like a wrecking ball.
Frame. He's come out perfectly there to Marcus Peake. Can he get his man, or he's just run straight over the top of it? Marengo down there to mop up.
What's the wind doing there, Bill Coe? It seems like to be challenging.
Yeah, it feels like it's swirling a lot more than it has been, Mitch. It's now, it looks like it's changed slightly. Might be favouring to the left of the screen, but still from behind us going across the oval here. So Morningside here with Aston got another opportunity to get back inside forward 50. There's a couple of runners going out to the hot spot. Let's see if he can find one. Great jump there, but couldn't quite get it.
Great cram.
Oh, and ooh, just missed off to the side there. For an early behind here. Morningside going back to 36 points, plays 41 to the Sherwood Magpies. And the cannon, no, that's Mitchell this time, loads up. Drives it forward. Winton couldn't take the mark there. Great.
Solid tackle by Lockie Dennis.
Fantastic work there.
Like a vice. For a small man, that is a big tackle.
Looks like Sam Godfrey's just coming off here, getting looked at by the trainers. Might have a little assessment and hopefully he can get straight back out there as soon as possible. Very critical to the Morningside Panthers team here. As umpire Blashak throws it up again on the far wing. And Rossetti again with the tap out. But just can't quite find the hands of his inside mids there from Morningside. Always seems to tap it to the advantage of Sherwood. Now it looks like the reserve grade side are giving some feedback out there to Tom Bolch. And he's just getting a...
And you love to see it. You love to see the two sticking around and making sure their football insights are heard.
It's the best way for the ones to know how to play better. They get a lot of feedback from the twos, so it's great to see. Darcy Cameron-Reeves mops up again. Great little shepherd there by his mate in Pendlebury. Been playing together for a number of years, those two, and work out very well down there, sweeping him back. There's a chip over the top there to Joyce, just doesn't quite find his target, and he's out on the full with Sherwood with the advantage here.
We've got Luke Mitchell, number 6, in the bright yellow Jason Ackermanis inspired boots.
Let's see if he can do a handstand as well. As good as the
I'm not sure his calves will enable that move.
Low centre of gravity, you're saying, Mitch. Dwyer, flying high, couldn't quite grab it there. Ben Warren's under the ball here. Framey at the back, well done by Frame.
And that's just what experience does. No panic, no hold, eyes on it, clunk.
Let's see if he can try and get back into the game a little bit more. His second quarter was a lot more busy than his first, which is great to see, and he's put his stamp on this quarter early down back there against Ben Warren, so let's see how Frame can go against his old club that he's played nearly 100 senior games for over the past 9 years. Again, this is his first senior game.
Man in front, attacking the footy forward line 101. Who have we got there?
Liam Dwyer.
Liam Dwyer, he's been more than serviceable player for Sherwood over the years, when available from Redlands.
From a Redland Neefle player. Let's see how he can go. It would be a tough kick there. It'll be all of 55 metres. Slight cross headwind if he can get the distance. Looks like he's just chipped it up forward there. See if anyone's running under it. Ben Warren with the jump.
That's a smart kick from Dwyer. Just put that into a spot where his forwards could run onto it.
And Warren's done well with the smart head there, just to tap it over the line, get the structure set, and see what they can do. See Highlands is just running on the field underneath us here, number 45. Let's see how he goes. Can get injected into the game. It's been a little bit quiet today, the big fella.
There's one thing Morningside want to do is just make sure that Highlands doesn't get his way into the games. When he does, he'll make his presence known and it'll be hard to stop.
A good swat down there by Highlands on cue. And it's just come as far as looks like Griffiths there, just pops it up into the air. Looks like that'll go out on that far wing. So they're just not lowering their eyes as they normally do.
Seems to be some sort of magnet in that U&U sign. Recruitment professionals, shout out to Shelby Beams. But yeah, it's causing some challenge there for Morningside.
He's coming with another throw in. So the boundary umpire on that far side is getting a strong workout here early in this third quarter. A little bit of a stalemate again. It's been the test of the game today, Mitch. As you're saying after each quarter, you think it's just like two solid heavyweight boxers just dueling it out, even on points. There's no real momentum either way, but Sherwood's just been slowly chipping away on the scoreboard. And that might be enough for today unless Morningside can really get back in.
And he's ducked there. Let's see how this one's called.
He's not making an attempt, and it just wrapped up there. Umpire Justin Lillycrap will ball it up there.
Strong tackle by Brisky. Good to see him getting involved in that defensive element of the game as well.
Rossetti with another tap there. He's going to have some stained hands from all the leather that he's had there today.
A little bit. Luke Mitchell, can't miss him with those boots. They are vote getters.
Winton with the helicopter.
Bolch.
He's held off the ball a little bit there. Comes back at it again. Riley.
Bolch again. Keeps working.
Solid.
Will keep his feet.
Very well.
Drives back to Luke Mitchell, who has a lash. Shot on goal, flies away. And that's not a bad outcome for Sherwood. They'll set up.
Fantastic work there by Bolch to keep his feet there under significant physical pressure by the defenders. And he's just making sure they know that he's still there, Bolchy.
Yeah.
VFL listed player with the Aspley Hornets on the northern side of Brisbane. Taking on the Gold Coast Suns today at home at Graham Road. Not sure how they're going. Mitch is just going to have a quick look at the scoreboard there for those at home watching. We're trailing another little throw in here. Southport are playing tomorrow. So great to see the VFL still in action despite the lockdowns in Victoria. And we certainly throw our sympathies and best wishes out to all our viewers in any state that's currently in a lockdown. We know how tough it must be to not be able to get out there and see your friends and family and exercise and play local footy. We know Sydney hasn't been able to play competitive football for a number of months now, and Victoria running another weekend without sport. And with the Q clashes on at the Gabba, and the Gold Coast Suns have taken an early lead over the Brisbane Lions. And apologies if there's any fans out there, and a spoiler alert, I probably should have said that earlier. If we focus back on the game that's at hand here, just over the top of Rossetti's head,
Find the line.
trickles out of bounds in front of Will Pepin. And Aspley Hornets full time at Graham Road, going down to the Gold Coast Suns, 122-44 there.
That's a lesson.
So the Hornets will be reassessing after that game.
Wraps him up. Morningside player submits. And we get a repeat stoppage in the forward line. Sherwood pressed quite high here with Morongo anchoring them at the back.
Big wrap up there, Luca Winton. Strong tackle. Here, Highlands just chirping some orders down back. The General trying to rev up his troops. Inside forward 50 here. Quick snap on the boot there by Maricic. Just couldn't quite get it. So Darcy Cameron-Reeves coming flying through.
Another tackle there by Bolch.
Livesey, quick hands there. Austin's
the
playing the mark.
What's he doing? 50.
Disciplined by Morningside there. Looks like the players were feeling that it was touched off the boot there, but it was paid by the umpire and they didn't agree. They gave their feedback.
All Sherwood needs to do here is keep the discipline. And Jack Austin, having a bit of game sense, kicks it very quickly before that's potentially overturned.
And Coach Watts will not be happy with that.
This game is too close to be giving away freebies like that.
We can hear all of the Morningside players trying to recalibrate downstairs right now after that little setback there. So Sherwood just etching out to a nice little lead there, 47 plays 36. And that's just what they needed to kickstart this second half in this crucial game for the Magpies to try and claw their way back into the top six here. They're currently 2 games out of the top 6. They need this win and then a couple of wins in their final 3 games against either Grange, Mount Gravatt or Surfers Paradise. And one would argue they need all 3 of those games plus today to have any chance of making the finals campaign for 2021 QAFL. Looks like the umpire's probably going to pay holding, no, and he's just giving them the benefit of the doubt, and he will have another ball up. Umpire Martyr throws it up again. Good little win there by Coombs, down to advantage to Fletcher, but he is swamped by Colenso again and paid holding the ball. Great work there by the Panthers. Great pressure inside mids there.
Geez, he's a good footballer, is Colenso.
Spotted Darcy Cameron Reeves, and he's got an opportunity to play on quick here to Austin, and he does. What can Austin do? Spots up in Warren. Good defensive play there by Warren, but it's a chop over the shoulder.
Oh, okay.
The pressure is relieved there from Mitchell. Quick play on to
Clever
Riley
kick.
Easton. Wanted the quick hands, but Austin was quick onto that and wrapped him up to make sure the hands didn't squirt out the side. And Riley's got the opportunity here with Jack Austin. Sees him. What can he do here? Oh, Fletcher. Great grab flying in from the side. He's really turned it on today.
You get that from your midfielders, you're going pretty well.
That kick was unfortunately just over the head of Risky there.
The worm burner.
Cameron Reeves, great skills off his shoelaces to find that. He's just
Now, there's a Morningside player down here.
Darcy just caught one off Jack Austin there late, but he's up and about. And he's given some feedback to Austin. That's okay. And spills out wide there to Jasper Fletcher. Finds this man back in the cannon. Let's see what they can do here. And it's spilled over for a little reprieve on the far wing. As we look back at that replay there, strong mark by Fletcher on Darcy Cameron Reeves.
Really impressive work there by Fletcher.
He was seeing the Tweedy Birds at one stage there, DCR, but he's up and about again. He's back into it. A good little slap there by Dwyer on Coombs. Big inside 50 here. Warren working hard to get across. Oh, big
grab.
fly by Morongo. Got a couple of little rides there and just floated his way up for that beautiful grab. And what can he do with it now? Needs to find a player, get it out at 50, keep it in Sherwood hands. He's thumped it long and wide, and it's going to be a stoppage on that far wing with the boundary throw in. So it's probably a good result there for Sherwood. They get to reset. It was a sensational grab. We'll have another look at it there. Beautiful mark, great hang. That'll be in the highlights reel.
DCR's back! DCR's back!
Just trying to
What's
work
the
out there
call
what's
here?
going on. Looks
So
like
non-ruckman's grabbed it out of the ruck. So we get a repeat throw-in or a free kick? Repeat throw-in.
guys, we need to cut the swearing out, please, under the live stream. No more swearing.
Luca Winnan, Sherwood captain, drives forward.
Oh, sensational
Jack
grab.
Austin, hands like dinner plates, clunks that one. And he will go back and line up for his second
goal
of the
today.
day.
That is a beautiful, courageous mark going back with the flight of the ball there by JA. Let's see if he can slot this and put a little bit more pressure back on Morningside here.
Yeah, we'll build him up here a little bit, Bilko. He was staying behind at training on Thursday at roughly 8:30. Gave up his dinner for this, and he has put in not enough work. So he'll need to get back on the track.
The curse strikes again. We are sorry for all the players out there that we keep putting the mocker on. We'll be less encouraging next time, I think, with these set shots.
Sorry, Jack.
That's all right. At least he knows it's friendly fire here with Mitch Merritt from the Sherwood Magpies, one of the stalwarts of the club. Coach of the QFAW team for Sherwood. Quick plug there, Mitch. How are the girls going this season?
Hey, the girls has been really enjoyable. So year two, we've got 2 games left before the final series. So we'll look to see if we can get a win tonight against Morningside.
A little high shot there for Darcy Cameron Reeves. Took the mark but also got the free kick and spots his man beautifully out on the far wing here. Morningside shaping up well. Inside to Henry Joyce. Quick hands out there again. Bit of pressure there by Merritt. Just couldn't quite get him, and a set shot, running shot. And it's just drifted wide. Good strong play there. Started with Darcy Cameron Reeves there in the back line. as always, and he's found his man and worked his way all the way through linking up, but unfortunately couldn't quite get it through the main sticks there.
Phil, it's really exciting to see Morningside just cut through the middle like that. So it's very difficult to defend, and they just need to convert. They're getting plenty of forward play.
Something they always pride themselves on, getting that clean possession, very clinical ball work. It always is a good go-to for them.
Bolch out the back, hands. Goodall, surge forward. Will Fletcher,
Great
who can crush
contest there, kept his feet.
like a cat. Lands.
Let's chop
Surging
it off.
forward, we've got young Jasper Fletcher.
Bang.
No, John Baker, correction.
Baker
Number 3.
lines up for his third, the number 3.
And I will say nothing.
Let's just let the crowd and the ambience enjoy this moment. There's not much ambience there, a lot of chirping from underneath. That's all right, we'll see how Baker goes. I'll back him in. He's going to get this one for his third goal for the day.
Oh, no.
Oh, I've done it.
Yes,
He's done it,
no.
yes. The curse is over.
And that's the mark of a true forward. Don't worry about this commentator curse garbage.
Baker
Just
with
goes
his-
back and slots it.
Baker with his third goal for the day. Playing well down forward there. That's the settler that Sherwood needed in this third quarter again now. Sherwood take the lead, extending it out, 8-6-54, plays Morningside 5-7-37 here on NITV. 16 minutes gone in the third quarter. Jack Esplanova, round 17 QAFL competition.
I believe that's the largest margin of the game so far.
Now, let's see what Rossetti can do in the middle here. He's been winning the taps probably 90% of the time. Just needs to find maybe Colenso underneath him here running away. Oh, and Coombs has come back out on top and gets the hands out again by himself. That's Maricic and just hops it inside Riley Easton. Nearly gets cleaned up there by Mitchell. But
Time just stopped there for Coombs.
Bolchi, little worm burner, played under the ball there nicely, and Morningside should clean it up here. Campbell, hands over the top there. Finds Collishaw, drives it long down forward, but doesn't
Play on,
get
says
as
the
far.
umpire. And we've got
It's gonna
no
be a
advantage.
stoppage and come back here. Looks like Luke Mitchell's just taken one in the kidneys there. So he's just got a free kick that'll come back. Let's see what Mitchell can do with this one. His shiny boots. This is the shadows start to creep onto Jack Esplanova here on this near wing.
Here we go, Coombs over the back.
Coombs, what can he do? Runs over the top of the ball, pulled off,
Potentially
and
holding
he's
there,
got
and
a
it is
free
paid.
kick.
Something out of nothing there.
That's what happens when you've got that forward pressure, head over the ball, defenders get caught out, and he's just been dragged off the ball there, unfortunately, and that will be a free kick and a shot on goal at a crucial time for Josh Coombs. Been battling it out in the ruck all day with Rossetti. Won that last tap out of the middle there. He's worked his way forward again and now worked hard and got a free kick with a set shot on goal.
Striking from 45 degrees on the 45-degree angle. Josh Coombs has brought it back nicely, and that is a 6-pointer. Josh Coombs converts. Magpies 9-6-60. Morningside 5-7-37. 18-minute mark of the third quarter. That is clutch goal from Josh
That's
Coombs.
what happens when we don't talk about it, they get a goal. So we've
Just
learned
got to
our
let
lesson.
the plumbers plumb, as they say.
It's beautiful work there. It looks like Highlands might be going into the ruck now. Coombs is going to stay forward. Reward himself. He's going to park himself down in the forward square, down at full forward there. And Luca Winton's come into the mids there with Riley Easton as well. Maricic. Those Sherwood mids have been working really well. It's tapped down to Joyce and he's wrapped up immediately by 3 Sherwood players. And we'll have another ball up there in the hands of number 9, Mitch Blashak. Great work by our umpires today, and we thank our umpires for everything they do for football every week, week in, week out. And without them, our game would not happen.
Spot on, Bilko. It's a tough gig, so credit to the umpires. Doing really well today. Just we note the Bilko, the flagpole absolutely still. Oh, no, right on cue, she's back. That swirly breeze correlating with
flag.
the better conversion in front of goals from Sherwood. A lot of spinning there from John Baker.
Missed it there and he's paid holding the ball.
Yeah.
Just couldn't quite get his arms free there. Tried to drop it on the shoe, but just couldn't connect there. So Will Pendlebury there with the ball finds Warren. Warren's just going to keep it going a bit wider now. And here we go. Watch this. Morningside will just make sure they just chip away at it, keep possession. Oh, they've just come up short there, but he's found it again. Driving it long, trying to go down to, looks like Howson down there, but he just couldn't quite get it in time, and it's gone out on the full. So Sherwood with a little bit of pressure release out on that far wing. Looks like they're going to go for the switch now. The switch is on. They've got a couple of players down deep and back. They've found Marisic in the middle. If you can get quick hands, Marengo ignores him. Turns and assesses his options, weighs it all up. He's going to get rushed on here by the umpire. Has to play on. He'll drive it wide.
Yeah, just a bit of composure for Marisic. That's nice to see. One on 3, 1 on 4. Morningside clean-up crew.
And Griffiths just driving it through the middle there. Into a dangerous little position across the top of the 50 arc there. With Dennis just running away with
Dennis.
it now. Puts
Have
the
a bounce,
banners on.
please.
Oh,
And
he's left it behind.
does it again, not deterred. Back into the midfield, swings it left. Pressed.
Ooh, over the top of Austin's head there.
Quite hitting the target there, pressed. JA,
Worked Cameron Reeves through the ball there, and
how will this be called?
Tommy Griffiths has jumped straight on top of him and he's pinged him. You get a free kick here for holding the ball. Unlucky there to Austin, but Griffiths has come up with it there. So he might switch it out to Pendlebury here. He's by himself. He spots up Darcy Cameron Reeves on the 45. He'll work his way down again. A couple of players demanding the footy through the middle. Just put it onto the
Here we go,
shoelaces
Riley.
there of his mate. Couldn't quite pick it up. And
Coombs running into an open goal, really. He needs to get this and go. What's he doing? Dribble file.
does.
No problems. Josh Coombs.
Second goal for the quarter
Second
for
goal.
Coombs.
Something out of nothing.
Sherwood seem to just be walking away with it here at the moment. There's a couple of skill errors there by the Panthers in the middle there where they really needed to keep their composure and keep their hands on the ball. It's just turned over, and just like that, Sherwood have got a 5-goal lead. The Magpies leading the hosts 66-37 here into the 22nd mark of this round 17 QAFL action on NITV here at Jack Esplin Oval between the Morningside Panthers celebrating Pride Round here with their rainbow socks and the 50-metre arcs painted in the rainbows.
Kelly's up here, don't worry about him, he's been standing down.
Bolchi looks like he's just wrapped up Brock Austin there. It'll come back to umpire Martier for another throw up and see what Rossetti can do with it this time. Taps it down. Griffiths couldn't quite get his hands on it. Austin's wrapped up another strong tackle there.
Highlands, like a bull.
It's really tough to get out of this. See if we can get a big hammer punch now. And there it is. Thank you. Good to see the players are listening. Quick
Bang,
on the boot there.
bang, bang.
Winton.
Not 15, play on.
Spots Bolch. Oh, good grab there. Just needs to take his time now. Use his 30. Have a breath.
In range.
Let Sherwood just set up that wall and just lock it in.
Now Bolch, the VFL listed player, originally started his football journey with Codgenup in Western Australia before moving over to the Mackay City Hawks. Currently studying sports journalism. Oh, and he gets a 50-metre penalty. What was that for, Bilko?
I wasn't looking. I was looking at my stat sheet. Apologies, Mitch. I'm not quite sure. We'll see if there was a... looks like it might have just been in the protected area there, unfortunately. So another little bit of lapse in concentration for Morningside, and Bolch gets his first goal of the day.
You don't want to be giving Bolch anything for free. The guy just loves it, and he will take that.
It's now 19 goals in 6 games for the Sherwood Magpies in the 2021 season there for Bolch. He's first for the day. And the Sherwood just etching their way forward here. 11 goals, 6-72, plays 5-7-37 on the NITV scoreboard. And Sherwood are just going to claw their way, and they'll have a sniff at the top 6 now if this trend continues, unless...
Plenty of work to do from Sherwood.
Yeah, unless Coach Watts can come out at 3/4 time and get his troops, get their head back in the game, rally them. It starts here with Rossetti in the middle. See if you can get a tap down.
You'd be a brave person to write Morningside off for the best of time. They are.
Especially at home.
At home. Wow. Winton clunks that one.
Drives a wobbly ball forward. Who designed that thing? That did not stay on its axis. Bolch again. Kenny straightening Tommy Bolch, if you don't mind.
Wow. And that is that impact that Tom Bolch can provide. Hits the scoreboard, makes you pay, keep the change. Thank you.
Great work there by Luca Winton with that great driving ball there. It didn't look pretty, but it was certainly effective. And Bolch was Johnny on the spot. Quick turn, saw his target, unloaded. Thanks for coming, another 6 points. And Sherwood stretched their lead 12-6, 78 to 5-7, 37 over the hosts here, Morningside Panthers.
Well, as we've seen all year, Bilko, you let a young side get up and about and they make you pay. They've done that time and time again this year.
And Mitch, they certainly look like they're enjoying it now. Where the first half it was quiet out there. They get a couple of goals, a couple of high fives, but now they're really enjoying it. They're getting around each other, they're celebrating their good moves. And you feel like the tide has turned now and they're up and about. As Rossetti just chops it off there, he's played very,
He's been on
very
fire
well.
today, Rossetti.
He'd certainly be in my top 3 at this stage. Colenso was leading the way, but he's just gone a little bit quiet at the moment, so hopefully he can
Dangerous.
insert himself into the game here. Mopped up well there.
Civis, Ethan, up the line. Riley Easton, tackling machine, does not miss.
Another little ball up here by Justin Lillycrap. Rossetti over the top, scurries it forward. Colenso, there he is, trying to get himself back into it. A great tackle, ball and all there by Marango. Good little back pressure there, defensive pressure, that's what you need. No easy balls, one down in that Sherwood back line.
Morningside player coming off under a little bit of
does
pain.
not looks like he's really clutching at his ribs there, either winded or...
The trainer will go to him.
Didn't quite see what occurred there, but he's not looking comfortable, so hopefully they can sort that out and get their key defensive player and their skipper back on the field as quickly as possible.
Shot on goal here.
Yeah, Will Dwyer. Oh, sorry.
Oop.
Liam Dwyer, I should say. My apologies. It spots up Colenso.
And that's good foot skills from a tall man.
Just saw his man just slinking off to the side there out of the corner of his eye.
Bread and butter for Colenso.
See what he can do here. Hasn't had a goal today, Colenso. He's had 21 goals in his 13 games so far this season.
Wow.
And he's made easy work of that one.
Due.
Nathan Colenso
That's a fine finish from the
gets
young
the
man.
scoreboard ticking over for the Morningside Panthers. That's their first goal this quarter. They only got the one in the second quarter after getting 4 in the first. It's been a little bit quiet down forward for the Panthers, but that's what they needed. They need that momentum swing. Gets Colenso, one of their star players, back into the game. There's a great vision there by Dwyer to spot him up and give him that opportunity. You'll see Sherwood still in the lead here, but Morningside clawing their way back now. Sherwood 78 leads Morningside 43. 28 minutes gone here in round 17 QAFL action at Jack Esplin Oval on NITV. We hope you're enjoying the telecast wherever you're tuning in from. And for our friends that are
Rossetti
interstate,
palms it down.
we hope you're enjoying it in lockdown.
What's
Free kick here to Colenso, see if he drives it long. Spots just over the top of the head of Howson, and that just trails out. That's all right, stoppage down inside forward 50. See if the Panthers can get a late one here leading into three-quarter time. They just need to slowly chip away at this lead that Sherwood have run out to. Plenty of time left in this game. A short little oval, bit of wind swirling around, anything can happen.
plenty of twists and turns to come, Bilko.
Well, Sherwood's kicked 6 goals in this quarter, so we certainly know it is possible. And that's all Morningside would need to be in the chance here.
Not really been a scoring end today, has there?
No, it hasn't, to be honest. No, I would have thought that the wind would have played a lot more. But I think it's just been some fortuitous bounces. The sun featured as well.
Look, the sun, unheralded, he's been there. But,
Who would have thought the sun would come into play? But
yeah,
caught Ben Warren off guard in that second quarter.
very unfortunate.
And that led to a Sherwood goal. And a little bit of ill discipline by the Panthers in this third quarter has led to a couple of 50 metres and a couple of easy set shots and shots on goal for the Magpies. It's two old rivals of the QAFL duking it out here. Sherwood with the win over Morningside in round 10 this year by 19 points at home. Out at Sherwood Oval.
Quick
Let's see if
hands,
they can do it again
Fletcher,
here.
Bolch, busy, underground to himself, why not? Duke's around 2.
Still side bottom-esque there in the black and white.
The game just stops when some players do that. Insane.
Great
That's
composure
Fletcher.
there, chops it up.
Oh,
Oh,
great
well done by
mark.
Griffiths. Beautiful mark.
Very.
Courageous going back there with the flight. Now Ben Warren down back.
Umpire down.
Lillycrap just having a sit, having a quick rest, but he's up and about again.
It's not about running all the time. You've got to have some breaks sometimes.
Good run out of back
And there's
by Collishaw,
Coombs down
didn't he?
here. That will
Collishaw.
be concerning the Magpies bench.
Collishaw looked like he kicked that one with his
Ooh.
ankle. Oh, and it's a big hit on
Frame.
Daniel Frame. Welcome back to Jack Esplin Oval, Daniel Frame.
Frame gets up. He's not bothered. I think Frame walking. Oh,
A little
what's
bit
going
of
on
pistol
here?
sub there by Cameron Reeves on Bolchi.
So it's a bit of a battlefield at the moment. We've got about 6 players holding things,
See
wanting
Coombs.
more strapping tape, complaining to trainers.
And Coombs is coming off now after looked like he was limping on that right leg.
And there's the man that cost the club a lot of money in strapping tape, Josh Coombs.
You could say he's
Love to have him though.
He's a strapping young lad, Josh Coombs.
He is a strapping young lad. That's not bad from you, Bilko.
It's my one win for the day. I've had some atrocious clangers today, but I'll take that one. There's a ball's driven forward, big jump there, but it looked like a block there, so they'll go in favour of Liam Dwyer here.
30 seconds left. Let's see what Morningside can dish up here. Surging forward. Brought to ground.
He couldn't quite grab it, but brought it to ground. That's what he needed.
There's
Another
that-
throw in here.
Right forward pocket in front of the downtown Toyota sign. It's just been drawing the throw-ins all day.
A good throw in there. Rossetti against Highlands. Rossetti gets the tap, but again to the Sherwood advantage.
Fletcher.
Drives it forward, but there's no one home for the Magpies.
Oop.
And Warren ups it up, and good call there, Mitch, with that 30 seconds to go. And a great third quarter there by the Sherwood Magpies. 6 goals in that quarter to just the solitary goal by Nathan Colenso from Morningside. So Sherwood take it into the three-quarter time lead of 12-6-78 to Morningside 6-7-43. The goals from Morningside, as I said, Nathan Colenso with the solitary goal. Goals to Sherwood in that quarter. Number 1, Jack Austin with a single goal. Number 3, John Baker with his third for the day. Number 22, Tom Bolch with 2 goals in 2 minutes at one point. Number 24, Josh Coombs with 2 goals. And Sherwood have taken a 6-goal lead getting into this final quarter here at Jack Esplin Oval. Round 17 QAFL action on NITV. We'll see you after this short break. Ball here, Framey at the back.
Frame.
Well done by Frame.
And that's just what experience does.
Again, this is his first
That's
senior
just man
game.
in front, attacking the footy forward line.
And that might be enough for today unless Morningside can really get back
and
in.
he's ducked there. Let's see how they're anchoring them at the back.
Big wrap
Winter.
up. They didn't agree. They gave their feedback.
All Sherwood needs to do here is keep the discipline. And Jack Austin, having a bit of game sense, kicks it very quickly before that's potentially over.
Well, the opportunity here with Jack Austin. Sees him. What can he do here? Oh, Fletcher. Great. Big inside 50 here. Warren working hard to get across. Oh,
Great
big
grab.
fly by
Luca Winnan, Sherwood captain, drives forward.
Sense.
Surging forward, we've got young Jasper Fletcher.
Bang.
No,
A lot of chirping from underneath. That's all right. We'll see how Baker goes. I'll back him in. He's going to get this one for his 3rd goal for the day.
oh no.
Oh, I've done it.
Yes,
He's
you
done it.
go.
Yes. The curse.
Angle. Josh Coombs has brought it back nicely, and that is
beautiful.
a 6-pointer. Josh Coombs converts.
Put it onto the
Here we go,
shoelaces
Riley.
there of his mate. Couldn't quite pick it up. And
Coombs running into an open goal. Really, he needs to get this and go. What's he doing? Dribble file.
does.
No problems. Josh Coombs.
Just in.
Not 15. Play on.
Spots Bolch. Oh, good grab there. Just another little bit of lapsing concentration for Morningside, and
Bolch.
Bolch gets his first. Drives a wobbly ball forward. Who designed that thing? That did not stay on its axis. Bolch again.
Bolch.
Can he?
Straight.
Straightening Tommy Bolch, if you don't mind.
Wow. Riley Easton.
Dwyer. Oh, sorry.
Oop.
Liam Dwyer, I should say. My apologies. Hasn't had a goal today, Colenso. He's had 21 goals in his 13 games so far this season. And he's made easy work.
Players do that. Insane.
That's Fletcher. There, chops it up.
Oh, great
well
mark.
done by Probably sure looked like he kicked that one with his ankle. Oh, and it's a big...
A battlefield at the moment. We've got about 6 players holding things.
Welcome back to Jack Esplanade here for QAFL Round 17 competition between Morningside Panthers and Sherwood Magpies on NITV. Fantastic game on our hands here, leading into the third quarter. Some star performances out there, Morningside Panthers, but Sherwood have just clawed their way back here. And Sherwood's up 78-43. As we look around the grounds, Mount Gravatt taking on Labrador. Labrador with the lead here 95-41. Surfers Paradise hosting Maroochydore. But Maroochydore got the lead there, 64-46. And Wilston Grange out at Hickey Park leading their opposition Noosa 71-39. So if it stays as is now, Mitch, the ladder could get quite interesting. Sherwood are 2 games outside of the top 6, but if they get this win and Morningside go down and Surfers go down, that gives Sherwood an opportunity. They'll be 1 game behind 5th and 6th now, looking at 7th. Finals just on the horizon, so a crucial game for Sherwood for their finals dreams, but also a really important game here for Morningside to try and get some consistency back. They've had 3 big losses on the trot in rounds 10, 11 and 12 to Sherwood, Surfers and Mount Gravatt. They don't want to be going down here late in the season because that could really jeopardise their finals opportunity. They want to be winning, they want to get into 3rd or 4th, have a home final. Let's see what they can come up with. Let's see what Clint Watts has given them at 3/4 time. Mitch Blashak to start again.
All the big guns in there, both sides. Coombs, Rossetti, Coombs. Drives Sherwood forward, first use. One hand, play on, both holding. Baker turns on a dime. Back to Coombs. Just through the midst there.
Austin couldn't quite grab it. Fletcher grabs it. Oh, he's hit it with his ankle and that's gone out on the full.
Much like your 3-iron last Friday morning, Philco, off that second tee.
I can still feel the hands reverberating after that one. Great little carve there.
Brisky hits the spot. Bolt!
Oh, big grab by Tommy Bolt. The crowd's getting into it now. Bolcher here lining up for his 3rd. Looks like he had a good sit there. Oh, yeah, had his knee someone's shoulder. That
really getting some altitude on that mullet.
The higher you get, the better the locks flow with this breeze. So he knew that and he wanted to get as high as he could. And it was sensationally glistening there in the afternoon sun here in Morningside. Let's see how he goes here. I'll back him. There's a bit of chat out there by the players. I reckon he's going to put it straight over the umpire's head. He's done well, Tommy Bolch. His third goal for the day. That's the start Coach Fletcher wanted.
90 seconds into the quarter, that is exactly what they ordered, as you said, Bill Carr.
A young VFL listed player with the Aspley Hornets. He's come out strong after that three-quarter time.
He's a big moment player, is Bolch. He loves and he feeds off the noise of the crowd, the chirp, all of that stuff. He is absolutely enjoying himself, and that's what it's all about.
And Sherwood kicking onto a 7-goal lead here, 13-6-84, lead 6-7-43 on the NITV footy. And umpire Justin Lidcrap with a restart here. Great bounce there. Straight over the top to Rossetti, taps it down. Morningside gets that opportunity out there.
Pins the arm.
Bolch.
A little bit high. No? Ball up.
Tight little tussle there. Getting those same vibes as we had from earlier in the game there. Will Pepin at the bottom of that one. Let's see who can really stand up in this last quarter for Morningside.
Well, bar that 10-minute patch, they're Bill Coe in the second quarter. This has been just neck and neck all day.
Yeah, a couple of ill-discipline and 50-metre penalties there by Morningside just really opened up the doors for Sherwood, and they took every ounce of those opportunities.
Fletcher coming up for clearance 12 of the day. Staggering numbers.
Well, someone's lost a shoe there.
On your back. Hold it. Ball up again.
There's those
Bit of a
shades.
Cinderella story. Someone's shoeless. Who needs their shoe?
If the shoe fits, looks like it is.
Yep.
40. Might be locking 44.
Benjamin McCarthy. Put your boots on properly, please.
Grip that electrical tape and strap them
Come
up.
on.
There's a shadow, just creeps across here. Jack Esplanova in the twilight here at it. Lovely Morningside. Beautiful day here in Brisbane. 22 degrees, a slight breeze. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else in winter.
Holding. Nope.
Good free-flowing control here by the umpires. They've let it go a lot today, which is good to see. Let the players sort it out. But most of the time it just ends up in a stalemate. So Lillicrap throws it up again. Rossetti with the early tap. Driving through there by Pepper. Slung around. Did not get rid of it properly, and he's just making sure that he finds
Now,
out.
Morningside would want to be careful here to not give away a further 50.
It's like it was Fletcher there on Pepin with that holding the ball. So Fletcher's got an opportunity here. What's he got, Mitch? Has he got this in range?
Where's he striking from? 50. I'll back him in. Where is Jackson Allen? Oh, there he is. Morningside switched on. Cuts that one off.
All right, you've got the call here, Mitch. What's he got?
All right, Will Fletcher, steady approach, pings out to the right, leans back, and we'll get a throw in right to the top of the square. Four minutes 35 in the fourth quarter, deep in the shadows of Jack Esplin Oval. 6-7-43 plays Sherwood, 13-6-84, and Highlands pop that one through, extends the margin, and you'd think it'd be difficult for the Panthers to come back from here.
Great pressure goal there by Aaron Highlands. Just look at the highlights, straight out of the ruck, straight on the boot, straight into the highlights reel. Thank you very much. Highlands there gets his first goal for the day. Moves Sherwood even further ahead here against their old rivals out at Jack Esplin Oval. Sherwood now 14-6-90, plays Morningside 6-7-43. Looks like Morningside need a miracle here. They need something. They need to roll the dice.
There's plenty of time left. If they're daring enough, they're going to need to throw all the chips in one colour.
Good thump forward there. Darcy Cameron Reeves gets it out wide to Kelly Castle, just pops it up in front of himself to see if he can try and play onto it again. The players swamped there by Hiv Livesey and Mitchell.
And you love to see the shirt tucked in from Castle. Matt Rao.
Very neat and tidy. Very smart.
Socks up, shirt tucked in, that's what you like to see.
I think he's let himself down in the sock department now. They're a little bit low, but that's all right. He'll learn as he gets older. And Benny Warren takes a good grab there, running back. Warren with an opportunity here just to stem the flow. Plays on quickly, has a snap over his shoulder and slots it home.
Nails it.
For his second goal for the day. It's just what Morningside needed there. A quick response after that goal from Highlands. And Morningside now 49, trailing Sherwood 90. They just need to keep pressing now. Keep pressing and pressing. Rossetti needs those taps, needs to be finding his mids there. Darcy Cameron-Reeves has moved into the middle there. Brock Aston now trailing into the centre square, number 1. Just needs to find his players on the run, hit up some of those forwards in Warren and Colenso, Dwyer.
Plenty of firepower up front for Morningside.
Perfectly, taps it down to Darcy Cameron-Reeves. Just got wrapped up as soon as he took possession of the ball there by Riley Easton.
That's not Riley Easton with another tackle, is it, Bilko?
Ball and all. Loves it. Oof. Oh, big clang of the boots or the shins. Hib Livesey just hoops it onto his left shoe there. Bouncing up in front of Jack Austin. Couldn't quite grab it there. Perfect work there by Brisky.
Dennis.
Throws it out there to Dennis. And another great grab there by Baker. And what's Baker got from one of the acutest angles you'll see here on Morningside? He might have to kick it from the hill here if he needs the extra length.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Bilko, he's not going to pass.
No, you can see AFL's great friend Dion there behind the camera, right behind him, was going to get a fantastic shot of this if he goes through. Or just skates across for a behind. Looks like Lockie Nolan Rowe to bring it back in here for the Panthers. Needs to find some good targets or just get it long. Darcy Cameron-Reeves out there wide, but he spots up Riley Easton and he grabs it.
Riley Easton, this
great little
Dolby
slink work off there, chopping off in front of Will Pendlebury.
And he's in range here, is Easton. He just needs to take his full 30, go back and kick true.
What do you rate him? Mitch, what's his percentage?
Well, Riley's known around the club as probably the worst drop punt, which he's quite proud of. But look, it's more about product, and he's going to put this one through, I reckon.
Let's see how he goes. Doesn't matter if it goes sideways, forwards, backwards, side to side, as long as it gets through there on the end. And it's
Strikes
a beautiful
that's
little...
spinning.
Oh, geez, it looked good off the boot. Just to the edge of the post there, unfortunately. The wind's just drifted it across the front of goal. Another behind there to Sherwood. 92 plays 49 here at Jack Esplin Oval.
Here we go, the Vesey up.
Oh, he could have taken the goal. He does take the grab. Went to spoil and it came straight back for him.
Well, the Olympics are on and you get more points for creativity in that artistic category.
Oh, as the great Sunker said from Jamaican Cool Running Bobsled team, I'm feeling very Olympic today, Mitch, after watching the opening ceremony last night. I had red eyes after I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning after a beautiful night of watching the Olympics all the way through till about 1:30, 2 o'clock. It went
What
for
do
a
you
long
reckon,
time.
Bilko? Brisbane 2032, AFL X in the mix or not?
I think so. I think we need it. You've heard it here first. Let's get that campaign rolling.
Oh, trouble here.
No, it's going to be fantastic for Australia and
Lockie
Queensland
Dennis
for the Olympics.
Keeps his feet, surges us forward. Baker, busy.
Well, good wrap up there by Will Pendlebury.
10-minute mark of the fourth quarter. This is go time for Morningside if they want to get back in the running here. Sherwood is set up beautifully behind the football. Jackson Allen generaling the troops. Luke Mitchell, Tuara Morongo. Plenty of experience down there. This is going to be hard to break.
Tough forward to get over there. Mitchell, Highlands. Just looking at around the ground, Surface Paradise look like they're coming back at Maroochydore. 58 plays 64 with the visitors just edging ahead at the moment. So very interesting game there. Third plays fifth. We'll see how that unfolds.
Baker
Great
strikes.
snap by Baker. That's his fourth for the day, Mitch. Degree of difficulty high. Lives for that. Just perfect position there after that little throw up. Got the tap down, knew where the goals were, didn't need to do any more than throw it on the boot, snapped it over his shoulder for a perfect goal there. As we look around the grounds,
Plenty of rotations here, both sides. The line changes occurring.
Sherwood here at Jack Esplanova, leading Morningside 98-49. We've got Mount Gravatt trailing Labrador 53 points to 95. Surfers Paradise, the hosts, against the travelling Maroochydore. Maroochydor's up 64-52. And Wilson Grange extending their lead against Noosa 73-52. But Noosa only a couple of goals behind. Could go either way out there at Hickey Park. Noosa vying for their first win of the season. It'll be fantastic to see the new club to the QAFL notch up their first win and give them some confidence in the back end of this season.
Big tap from Highlands. Bulch, Morningside surge forward. It'll be interesting to see how this game finishes up, if Morningside roll over or if they really bring it all the way to the end. Jasper Fletcher earns the free kick, holding.
As we look at the current percentages on the ladder, Morningside in 6th, 112%, Surfers Paradise 118%, so...
Inside 50, Sherwood go, and that's a clever, courageous mark there by, who have we got there?
Will Pendlebury by the looks of it. The captain.
Spot on, Bill Coate. Oh!
Big bump off there. Austin, number 18.
Turnover.
Couldn't go as far as Highlands. Tough man to get over the top. Finds Mitchell on his side.
Plenty of space out here. Jack Austin leads up beautifully. 50 metres out from goal. I would say he is in range from here.
Lets it rip, sails high as the post, and it just drifts across the face there. Sherwood stretching it out to 50-point lead here, 99 plays 49. Morningside just need to throw everything at it here and just try anything. Just chops it across there, finds Griffiths well, but it's chopped off there.
Pay the mark? Yeah, that's fair enough.
Pays the mark.
Control plenty of that.
And see what they can do now. Keep possession and drive it long. Fine into possession, which is good. Chips it inside to Darcy Cameron-Reeves. Reeves has got Dwyer further down.
The big boys set up the line. Highlands and Rossetti elects to go short.
Rossetti can
conscious of time here. They'd want to get moving forward. They might have to take some more risk if they're going to challenge the Magpies today. That's potentially a free kick, but gets away with it.
Umpire looked like he had the sun in his eyes there, couldn't quite see it. Mitch Blushak. He's chipped up in front.
And that...
So, is that Coombs down there?
Coombs. The magic spray from Lindsay Tragar's got him back onto the field.
Stoppage here. A strapping young lad. He does have a lot of tape work all over him today. Let's see what he can do here.
Actually got his the wrong leg strapped at the Broadbeach game. Didn't have the courage to tell the trainer. And then, yeah, he's been fined for that midweek. So quite humorous.
Was it his humorous or was his...
No anatomy jokes, please, Bilko. Let's just get this one through the sticks, please. And...
No. Against the woodwork, unfortunately, there. I thought that was quite good.
Not bad, not bad. Here we go, Morningside.
Pendlebury.
Forward handball. They'll need to get moving. They need to play with aggression.
Brock Austin here, sizing up his options. He's got Dwyer leading forward. Finds Henry Joyce.
15 minutes to go. 51-point margin. We've all seen the miracle on grass. Anything is possible. There's enough time if they want to have a go.
It's not the normal movement that you'd see from Morningside. There's a lot of people just walking out there now. It's late in the game. Just need a little bit of urgency. Comes back down to Pendlebury, the skipper. Swamped quickly by the opposing skipper, and he'll get a free kick downfield for that late shot by Luca Winton. Joyce there finds a player out wide. Brock Aston.
Sun right in the eyes of all these players. Oh, clever. Sells the candy. Who was that?
I'm not sure with that jumper change. I haven't got that one. Apologies.
Castle with his beautiful tucked in Guernsey intercepted. And that is play on.
Castle again here, picks it up well.
Just a busy player is Castle.
Frame with the pressure there, supporting his plays with the good Shepherd. Just
Route
dumps
1A down the highway we go. And that's Brisky. Has a bounce after 2 steps, unnecessary. Goes forward into Will Fletcher. And
good tap over
clever tap. Levesse.
Bouncing,
the Sparky.
Luca Winton.
Is a captain's goal. Midway through 17-minute mark of the 4th quarter on the NITV scoreboard. Sherwood, 16-10, 106. Played Morningside, 7-7, 49.
Good little goal there by the skipper, using all the angles, using that awkward shaped football that we play with. And that we love.
It's a funny shaped ball, Sharon.
Who designed that thing? Look at it go.
And that's a really smart tap by Hivy Levesse to put that to the advantage of the skipper.
So we're looking around the grounds late now. Surfers Paradise clawing their way back against Maroochydore, 2 points down.
Ooh.
Crucial game for the order of the finals here. If Surfers Paradise win that game, they get a game clear of Morningside on the ladder.
Fletcher, Easton, Jack Austin, surging that forward.
Great body work
Bolch,
down there.
hands back to Baker, left foot snap
Will this
into the
bounce
spot.
for him? Oh, he's
Done.
got it.
John Baker, sit down. You can't do that.
That is his 5th goal and his 2nd superlative action down there on the sideline.
What is he doing?
Absolutely sensational. That was an interesting little celebration there with Bolchi.
Potentially better on TikTok than on the half-forward flank, but that's just where the kids are at these days.
The mullets are going at it. That was even better than his 4th, that one there. Further out, tougher angle, more pressure, celebrated harder, well deserved. Well done, John Baker. 5 goals today.
He'd still be eligible for the Rising Star potentially, as he's a 19-year-old.
If he's under 20 at the start of this season,
5 goals.
5 goals, why not?
He's my Rising Star.
Good to hear. Little man crush out there with Mitch Merritt.
You got to keep him in check.
Winton now on Pendlebury. The 2 skippers going at it hard down in forward 50.
Bodies hit the
Big
floor.
thumping tackle comes through, and that was holding the man without the ball, unfortunately.
I mean, it was a good tackle. He just didn't have the ball. That was a key element.
Looks like Ben McCarthy down there just came up a little bit gingerly after that one. At least his shoe's still on this time, which is good to see. Finds Castle outside, easy to pick up there with the jumper tucked in. Drives it in there. Darcy Cameron Reeves, good work off his shoelaces to find it. Jinks his way around the opposition. Out to Will Pendlebury. Back out, can't quite see who it is there. Brock Austin on the side there now. Chips it in forward to Rossetti. What can Rossetti do? Is he going to have a look at the measure, or is he going to put it to the hot spot? Colenso leading hard forward at him, finds him, sees it a bit too late. Colenso runs straight underneath the ball there. Might have been a bit too hot for him over the top.
Free
Good
kick.
work in Anando, but unfortunately it's been a throw.
Oh.
So good pressure there, but Marcus Peake just couldn't quite get a handball out there. Again, just fantastic defensive pressure there by Sherwood. And look at all the Sherwood players just stream forward.
50-metre penalty
That
for
would be
kicking the
why.
ball forward. Jack Goodall, the vice-captain, ball in hand here.
Could have a shot there if he keeps running. He's just going to pop it down there. Austin calling, pleading for it.
Oh, no, there's a player, Morningside, gone down.
He's found him.
Hopefully it's just cramp.
Elliot Austin out there.
So,
Looks like Lockie Dignan. Might have been cramp there, but great lead there by Austin. Tough angle, looking straight back into the sun. The breeze has really dropped off. The flag is just resting delicately against the pole there. Lines it up, has a shot. Umpires had to do a fair bit of work, which is never a good sign, and it goes off for a behind.
no, he's been keeping his steps up, the umpire down that end, unfortunately. That's a
Shoots it
dart.
short. Finds Griffiths. We've got there Ben McCarthy again running forward hard.
Not the prettiest of kicks, but it will work.
Oh, it's just sky ball there. Colenso, what could he do? Pushes the man under, and it's been seen by the umpire.
Yeah.
Hands in the back, unfortunately. He's worked so hard today, Nathan Colenso.
Connor Bully surges that one forward. And he's been handy today, has Connor Bully, the VFL-listed Brisbane Lions player.
Great work by Baker down there. Almost had to juggle it a couple of times. Good. Umpire Mitch Blashak's found a high kick there. Morningside get the release out on the far wing. Tries to find Rossetti, spots him up.
Jasper Fletcher reads the play very well.
Comes back in, almost makes them pay for it, but another behind, I should say. So Sherwood increasing their lead slowly. 114, play 49. And the score check down at Sir Bruce Small Park. Surfers Paradise have now kicked ahead of Maroochydore.
Wow.
Not a good sign here for Morningside. Surfers Paradise will then etch an extra game ahead now, leading into the final series, unless the visitors Maroochydore had something
Here we
to
go.
say about
Darcy
that.
pressed, tucks the ears, bulge,
Little shimmy, little jink
shimmy.
to his mate in Baker. They could celebrate together with this. Gives it back to Marasic.
Marasic, that is bread and butter for me. Marasic.
Over the top, easy as you like.
Goal number 18 for the day.
Number
Aaron
one.
Marasic.
Number 1 for Marasic.
St John's Anglican product from the southwest suburbs of Brisbane.
It just looked like Baker and Bolch were just toying with the defenders there from Morningside and just found Marasic sitting out there by himself, gave it to him, and he did the rest. Sherwood now 18 goals, 12 to 7-7. After only kicking 3 goals in the first quarter, 3 goals in the second quarter, Sherwood have just gone bang, bang, bang for the rest of the game in this second half.
Well, they've just caught fire, Bilko. And this has been the theme all year. When they want to play together, they just seem to be able to string it all together. And we just look at it and wonder, who's that team?
And where are they every week?
Exactly. So we just need to find a little bit more consistency.
Little chip there by Peake, straight over the top of Warren.
Frame, really strong hands down back.
It's a frustrating day today, Warren. He's been presenting hard all day. He's had a couple go his way, and sometimes they've just missed him or gone over his head, but he keeps working hard to his credit. Oh, big fend to the face there, and umpire Lillicrap has spotted that one.
Young Dennis just biting off a little bit more than he had to there. Morningside moved it quickly by hand.
Out to Pendlebury. Chips it over the top, and it does not
pressed.
go any further than pressed.
Great kick. Not a great kick.
He knew what he needed to do, but he just could not execute
Brain,
it there.
foot, that's all right. That's okay.
It's a long way down from his brain to his foot, so the message just didn't get there.
And a lot of people will say that if you're over 6'5", you really should be handballing.
Luca now to do Marasic, wraps up. Got in Lockie Nolan Rowe there in the little tackle, but looks like a player
Play down here from Sherwood.
Ooh, leg straight up in the air, that looks like a cramp. Potentially, is it the captain?
25-minute mark here of the fourth quarter.
Well, we've got a little stoppage here. We'll quickly go around the grounds and have a look at the results in the other round 17 games. We've actually got 3 teams on a bye this weekend in Palm Beach, Broadbeach and Redland. But Wilston Grange still ahead against Noosa, 74 to 58. Surfers Paradise are now ahead for one of the first times today, 70 to 76 over Maroochydore. And
Marasic in on goal.
Macrobat trailing Labrador, 54 to 95.
Hits the square. Dangerous spot. Right in front of the Sherwood goals there. In the
25-minute mark here in the final quarter. Sherwood just having a little bit of fun now. And see if they can get any more here. Livesey would love one against his old club. Couldn't quite get out there and bit off more than he could chew there, and he's wrapped up perfectly by his former captain, Will Pendlebury. Pendlebury's been sensational down there for his Panthers, as always. Looks like Pepin now just trying to find someone, goes back to Pendlebury. His trusted skipper there, gets hit late after the ball and it's paid downfield. That was just unnecessary by Baker. And Morningside with an opportunity now with fast play. Colenso, open goal in front. What can he do? Nathan Colenso straight over the umpire's hat. Fantastic goal there by Nathan Colenso.
Great goal, Colenso.
Second goal for the day for Colenso and his 23rd for the year. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough today for the Morningside Panthers. But that's the link play that we normally see week in, week out. Sharp footwork, quick ball, players on the run, turns into a goal. They know they can do it.
Well, they'll bounce back from these. They're a cracking football side, Morningside.
They will. Their next couple of games, they've got Mount Gravatt away, Wilston Grange at home, Broadbeach away and Labrador at home. So a couple of tough games to finish the end of the season there with some crucial points required to make sure they stay in the top 6 and climb their way up the leaderboard to try and get a home final. Crucial home finals played. As we're coming into the dying stages here, 27 minutes gone. It's Sherwood leading 120 to Morningside 55 here at Jack Esplin Oval. And again, Riley Easton with a big wrap-up tackle on Will Pendlebury. We have a blood rule here. Looks like Will Pendlebury, the old warrior for Morningside. He's been doing so much hard work for the club today. And it looks like it's finally hit its limit for him. He's trying to sort out the players here with the blood rule. Reyes is coming in. Just trying to get everyone back into position now. The umpires look like everyone's ready and off again now. Throw up in the middle. Dwyer wins the tap there. Langers has just come on. Chips it out forward. Finds it perfectly in front of Peake. And Peake's done very hard work today to get to there.
Great spoil from Connor Bully. Finds the line. Golden fist.
Well done there by Bully. Great defensive work. You see Henry Joyce just trying to get his players into position here. We've got Dwyer on Highlands. And Dwyer with the tap over the top. Baker trying to find it. Gets
Baker's
it again.
got Acres of space if he wants to pick this up.
Boom, takes the hit. Gets it again. Good by Brisky there. And Aston now, what can he do? Throws it on the left. Throws it inside forward. Warren coming out hard, just fell in front of him. And Framey's picked it up.
Luke Mitchell into the middle, sweeps the hands. Marisic misses that one. Solid block there from Lachlan Dennis. And they're back out and he follows up on the second effort.
Chips it up.
Great play from Lockie Dennis there just to keep working to the next contest and have the composure to spot up Bolch leading out straight at him. Really nice football there from the Magpies.
Bolch now shaping up for his 4th goal today, if he can slot this one.
And if he can slot this one, watch the celebration. The new LED lights of Jack Esplin Oval may shatter if he can convert here.
Well, he's given it everything.
Yeah.
Sounds good, looks good, is good.
Well, he's happy. Great goal.
Great goal there by Bolch. Kicked it from over 50 metres out. Just great link play, great hands by Sherwood. They just had the run of the game there.
It's his 4th goal of the day for the former Mackay City Hawks product. Studying sports journalism at UQ. Be interesting to see if he can write his own story here and get into the VFL a bit more regularly with these performances. Sorry, that was quite poor there, Bilko.
No, I liked it.
Dust the cheese off that one.
It takes him to 22 goals in 6 games for Bolch in the QAFL, the VFL listed player from Aspley. Always an impactful player when he plays back in the State League. And Pepin tries to get it there. The Morningside play down after the back there.
Luke Mitchell wraps him up there.
Big tackle. Not getting past Big Luke there. As umpire Blashak throws it up again. Rossetti with the tap. Joyce quick onto the boot.
Bully, really nice intercept mark there, and he moves quickly. Gets to the fat side, he's got the quads of Drew Mitchell surging out, gets the handball forward. And that's young Jasper Fletcher working hard at ground level out there on the far side wing.
Still fighting hard for it, Sherwood. They just haven't looked at the scoreboard and thought we're home here. They're just really fighting. Really want to try to dominate this game and put their stamp on the Morningside.
Connor Bully, another firm tackle.
And this will be the second win for Sherwood over their rivals Morningside this year. Hasn't been many seasons when Sherwood's been able to beat Morningside twice. Morningside, the reigning QAFL premiers, after their great win last year at Yeronga.
Great tackle.
Not up to the standard today, unfortunately. And he's not making an attempt, and he will be pinged by umpire Mathieu.
Well, you've really just got to do the flailing goldfish there to make sure you have half a chance. He places the ball on the ground.
32nd minute mark here, and there's the siren. A fantastic win by the Sherwood Magpies, 19-12, 126 to Morningside's 8-7, 55. And I think it was a tale of two halves, Mitch. The goals that just kept coming for Sherwood in that second half. 6 goals in the third quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals in that fourth quarter, where Morningside only had 1 goal in the third and 2 goals in the fourth. That's the tide, and that was turned. How did you see that game unfold, Mitch?
I know people say it all the time, but I feel like the scoreboard doesn't really reflect how close that one was. There was that little 10-minute patch in the second quarter when the Magpies had a few things go their way, they made them pay. And then it just felt like Morningside didn't take their chances when they could have, and there's your margin. So, some really impressive players from Sherwood. For mine, I think of young John Baker with 5 goals up front. Also worked really hard through midfield. We had Will Fletcher, the vice-captain, just dominant in the clearance game, plus 10 there. And Coombs in the ruck. I know Rossetti had a lot of it, but Coombs also pushed forward to kick his 2 snags, which it did help. Bolch with 4, let's not forget that. So plenty of contributors from Morningside as well. Who did you like from them, Bilko?
I think Darcy Cameron-Reeves and Will Penderbury down back were just those stalwarts down there that they needed. They were just chopping off the ball as it's coming back. They were drifting across, taking those intercept marks, finding that link play through the middle and really trying to set the scene from behind. So I was really impressed with those guys. But can we go past Nathan Colenso's first half of footy? He was just so dominant, so physical, really shut everyone down. But then for me, it's Rossetti in the middle, just tapping it out, always getting it to his players, getting it to his advantage. As we look through the goal scorers, Brock Aston with the 1 goal, Kelly Castle with a single, Will Pepin with a single, Ben Warren with 2, Nathan Colenso with 2, and Max Nelson with 1 from Morningside. And then across to the shooters from Sherwood, Jack Austin with 1, John Baker with a 5-goal bag, Luca Winton with 1, Lockie Dennis, Jackson Allen, and Aaron Marichich also with the singles, Jack Goodall, and then Tommy Bolch with 4, Josh Coombs with 2, Brisky and Highlands rounding out the other single goals. Clinical display with Sherwood there in that second half. They got to run away with that game, 126 to 55 here at Jack Esplin Oval, round 17 QAFL clash on NITV. I've been Matt Wilkowski, you've been Mitch Merritt and been fantastic. Any final words from you, Mitch?
No, cracking game of football. Thanks for having me, Bilko. Let's do it again in future.
All good. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed today's action. We'll see you next time. Lenzo with the early ball inside 50 there. No one's crumbing at the front. Quick snap on the goal. How does it look? And it's a great start. Great start there.
And that's Mitchell, surges forward. It's Jack Austin. Brings it to ground. That's Brisky, unusual position, him up front, but he converts. That is straight through the middle.
They get it onto a lead. Can he find a target? He's going to back himself, arches his back, takes a bounce, and a second bounce. Quick hands, here's Aston now. Can he have a shot? He settles himself. That's a great goal by Brock through the middle there. Oh, there it is, Aston again. He's found his man.
Sharp work. What do you reckon? Is he going to get this one through?
I won't comment this time.
No comment.
Okay. And I helped him out. There it is.
Up vice captain in Jack Goodall.
A bit at the moment, the momentum. This will really just balance it out if you can slot it home for the Magpies.
What's he done?
And he does.
Jack converts.
Straight over the umpire's hat there. Fantastic goal.
This stage, giving away some easy ones.
Ooh, and a quick play on there by Pepper, so whether it aims at the left goal post and lets it drift back.
Yep.
And it's a great goal there by young Kelly Castle.
It's getting busy. Levessi again. We just watched 22 Bolch here. We know Bolch, he's going to bounce back from that error. That will not faze him in the slightest.
And that is a great
Clever tap. Jasper.
throws it on the boot there.
That's
Joyce couldn't
drop
quite
one he
grab
should have
it.
taken there. Riley Easton steps back. Is
Play on call from the umpire.
play on.
Coming down there, Austin pulled off the ball there, couldn't find it. Can he get it in there? And it's a great little over-the-shoulder snap
Yeah.
there by Baker. Colenso is by himself, pops it out to Warren. Can he find his man? And he does. That is sensational foot skills. Shoe after that run there, and he's come inside again now through to Maricic. Maricic finds Baker.
Baker's got a boot on him. Says,
And that is a
bang!
sensational team goal there. Right one up, Henry
Numbers
Joyce puts it
galore.
up into the hot spot. That's a strong mark there. Panthers. Now, hopefully I don't put the mocker on him, but let's see if he can just put it straight over the cap of the goal umpire.
Holds up.
And he hasn't quite got... Oh,
The umpire.
down the back there and see what kind of ball he can do. He's got pressure on him on a great smother. A little Riley Easton's run through, back
we
to
go.
Coombs. Great wrap-up tackle. Releases the gauge back for Morningside. They can get the ball. He's turned
that
it
is
over,
an
unfortunately. Quick
absolute
snap off
Christmas
there.
gift.
Oh, and he's great.
What they can do, Sherwood. Brisky just needs to pump that forward.
Pressure there.
Short kick on, honours it, and Highland. Let's see.
Framey at the back. Well
Frame.
done by Frame.
And that's just what experience does.
Again, this is his first
That's just
senior
man
game.
in front, attacking the footy forward line.
And that might be enough for today unless Morningside can really get back
and
in.
he's ducked there. Let's see how they're carrying them at the back.
Big wrap up.
Winton.
They didn't agree. They gave their feedback.
All Sherwood needs to do here is keep the discipline. And Jack Austin, having a bit of game sense, kicks it very quickly before that's potentially over.
The opportunity here with Jack Austin. Sees him. What can he do here? Oh,
Oh.
Fletcher. Great. Big inside 50 here. Warren working hard to get across. Oh,
Great
big
grab.
fly by him.
Luca Winnan, Sherwood captain, drives forward.
He's got He's chopped
Surging
it off.
forward, we've got young Jasper Fletcher.
Bang.
No,
A lot of chirping from underneath. That's all right. We'll see how Baker goes. I'll back him in. He's going to get this one for his third goal for the day.
oh no.
Oh, I've done it.
Yes,
He's
you
done it.
go.
Yes. The current.
Angle. Josh Coombs has brought it back nicely, and that
beautiful.
is a six-pointer. Josh Coombs convert.
Put it onto the
Here we go,
shoelaces
Riley.
of his mate. Couldn't quite pick it up. And
Coombs running into an open goal. Really, he needs to get this and go. What's he doing? Dribble file.
does.
No problems. Josh Coombs.
It's in.
Not 15. Play on.
Spots Bulge. Oh, good grab there. Just
Fine.
another little bit of lapse in concentration for Morningside, and
Bulch.
Bulge gets his first middle. Drives a wobbly ball forward. Who designed that thing? That did not stay on its axis. Bulge again. Can he?
Straight.
Straightening. Tommy Bulge, if you don't mind.
Wow. Back. Riley East.
Wendell
Well,
Dwyer. Oh, sorry.
oop.
Liam Dwyer, I should say. Hasn't had a goal today. Colenso's had 21 goals in
So
his 13 games so far this season.
Wow.
And he's made easy work.
Players do that. Insane.
Great
That's
composure
Fletcher.
there, chops it up.
Oh, great
well done
mark.
by Griff. Collishaw looked like he kicked that one with his
Ooh.
ankle. Oh, and it's a big
A battlefield at the moment. We've got about 6 players holding things.
there.
Brisky hits the spot. Bolt!
Oh, big grab by
That is-
Tommy Bolt. See how he goes here. I'll back him. There's a bit of chat out there by the players. I reckon he's going to put it straight over the umpire's
Yep.
head. He's done well,
He
Tommy
says,
Bolt.
Quarter deep in the shadows of Jack Esplin-Oval. 6-7-43 plays Sherwood. 13-6-84. And
A little bit low, but that's all right. He'll learn as he gets older. And Benny Warren takes an opportunity here just to stem the flow. Plays on quickly, has a snap over his shoulder and slots it home.
nails it.
Halved it there. Perfect work there by Brisky.
Dennis.
Throws it out there to Dennis. See Darcy Cameron Reeves out there wide, but he spots up Riley Easton. and he
Riley.
grabs 9 here at Jack Esplin
Here
Oval.
we go. The Vessi up.
Oh, we could have taken the goal. He does. And there, third plays fifth. We'll see how that unfolds.
Baker.
Great
Strikes.
snap by Baker. That's with sense. So
Inside 50, Sherwood go. And that's a clever.
quite great. Finds Mitchell on his
Plenty
side.
of space out here.
Long. He's chipped up in front.
And that.
Plays.
And
Oh, good tap
Oh,
over the
clever
top.
tap. Livese,
Oh, bouncing,
the Sparky.
bouncing.
Just forward.
Great body work
Bolch,
down there.
hands back to Baker. Left foot snap
Will this
into the
bounce
spot.
for him? Oh,
What
he's
done?
got it. Waiting for it.
Oh no, there's a player Morningside gone down.
Little
Little shimmy.
to his mate in Baker. They could celebrate together with this. Gives it back to Marisic.
Marisic, that is bread and butter for me. Marisic.
Over the top, easy. And Morningside with an opportunity now with fast play. Colenso, open goal in front. What can he do? Nathan Colenso
Wow.
straight over the umpire's hat. Fantastic.
Out and he
He's got
follows up on the second effort.
Chips it up.
May shatter if he can convert here.
He's given it everything.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Looks
Urging
good.
that.
Morningside player down after the back there.
Luke Mitchell wraps him up there.